unexpectedly, I'm going to throw the intro to Jason.
Welcome, once and all. Let's get ready to rumble.
Look at that
Welcome
face
to
of surprise. He's
welcome
so
to Fate
Wow.
Weavers. I don't know. What do you
We're
want
doing
from me?
great.
Well, welcome to Fate Weavers. Subtitle Raiders of AzerrA, where we bunch of fucking nerds go on a fucking adventure and try and beat the big bad guy who's a massive bigot and racist and who wants to enslave the entire world.
Also known as Callum.
Please don't take that out of context. Callum is somewhat a lovely person.
Somewhat.
I
What is
don't know.
somewhat?
The amount of things he just complains about and says, "Oh, it's because I'm Welsh." It's like, well,
But because I am Welsh.
Good job. Get ready. Who knows who will be next? Dun,
Get a lot of
dun,
grants for
dun.
having a Welsh person on the team.
Everybody needs a Welsh person in their life.
apparently.
So, let's get right back into the recap because, last week it was interesting.
Trauma train.
So, the formerly group known as the Idiots, now the Wanderers, are in the middle of the Tower of Trials, a tower created by the god of craftsmanship, Khirjis, who is underneath the miasma, on a city atop of a giant horse, a couple of kilometers wide. Don't ask me the diameter, I don't want to do the math. As the players...
It's a radius.
No. No. As the players started descending from the top floor, facing trial after trial, learning some disturbing truths about themselves, facing things of the past, and getting ready to go back above the miasma in order to save the city of Beast Boy himself, Eric, near Sandia. The group ended up going into a room that they were not supposed to be in, some sort of power core or control room, where they found a slime of some sentient form who was operating hundreds of illusory screens. As the power core started to melt, the party ventured into the power core, solving the problems and reuniting the missing colonies of the slime with. As they were taking a rest, some wild magic happened as Quotal tried to heal Eric's exhaustion, which was a tad too high. And that wild magic ended up causing Eric himself to be transported to a different realm, a place far away that is not accessible, and as far as you know, just the thing of myths. The creation legend of where Khirjis, god of giants, the god of craftsmanship, came, the city of Buk-Thuram. There, he spoke in common to some of the denizens of the city. A dwarf that pulled out a katar out of his skin, a knife made out of metal, seemingly exactly the same metal that the dwarf had in some of its, the crafting of its wounds. This dwarf was also covered by metal circuits coursing with energy glowing, similar to Gavatutalu's face and scars, but more vivid. As Eric spoke in common, this dwarf seemed to be thrown into confusion as something started crawling up his mind. As the dwarf was about to attack the feline, Eric returned back to the tower after a minute had passed. The party told what happened to Adam, the sentient slime, as it went into a catatonic state, going no 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 for a long period of time, which caused over the course of a long rest for its body to melt a hole in the ground, giving way to what seems to be another floor of the tower. Party, the Wanderers, came to the conclusion that they had to follow the hole and descended into the next floor, where they found themselves on a marble marble table of circular fashion, surrounded by 7 statues of white, very pristine marble, exquisitely delicate statues. Atop
That's brand new information.
no, just that you don't pay attention to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, how dare you? As you descended into this room, the table, I will remind you the description. The table, a perfect cylinder, just about 1.5 meters from the ground. It doesn't seem to be sitting atop the ground, it seems that the ground itself is just extruded perfectly. Everything is white marble in pristine form. The room seems to extend almost longer than what your eye can perceive. You don't see edges, you don't see corners. It seems to be almost as if you are floating above a giant white space. You can feel ground solid under your. Underneath each of the 7 statues, there is a pedestal where the statue is standing on. There seems to be a hole, a square hole, for something to be inserted into those pedestals. On top of the marble table, you see 7 stone tablets and one sphere that is of red color, glowing. Everybody give me an Arcana check as you all stare at that sphere.
Who's playing Bryn? I mean, Ephraim?
Apparently you.
Great.
Short notice! And by the way, for those looking at the video, we do have David. It's just that he's shy.
No, David's doing work. David's multitasking.
David, don't tell that to your coworkers.
No, it's uni work, it's fine.
Where
Arcana.
would-
They're used to work being half-assed over there.
where
Based on
would-
the face, I'm going to say that Jason rolled the 1.
6.
I
Actually,
rolled
thank you very much.
I rolled a
Eight.
dirty 20.
Okay.
Where would be Ephraim? Here was Ephraim.
I got it on my character sheet.
Where?
Oh yeah, Callum hasn't played in like a month. How do you play this again?
21 for Ephraim and 11 for Kaolika.
Okay. Makes sense that Quotal and Ephraim would be the ones to know this.
7.
A sphere, almost the size, it's like a marble, but the size of like a full hand. It seems to be like pristinely smooth, but and glows on a red tint. On closer inspection, you see like tiny specks of dust, and just similar to Gaba's small jewels on her bracer, seems to be glowing in like an irradiance of different colors refracting the light. Quotal and Ephraim, as you look at this is something that is like stuff of legend. It's something that hasn't been seen in the world. It's just like a myth. All of you have like this vague sense that it resembles some sort of air stone of sorts, but the size and the shape, all of the air stones that you have come across so far were just like tiny little fragments or shards or dust. the biggest one that you probably encountered, Gaba, while you were working as a raging fox, hunting monsters to harvest their cores, was maybe like size of half a finger. And this is just like fucking pool ball.
Money,
You-
money, money.
This is like out of this world in terms of money. Like you cannot even, neither you or Ephraim could give it like a value. Just like a stone the size of like half a finger is what is found on a powerful beast, strong enough to power like a flying vessel. Even the ones that you saw in the power core, they were hundreds of stones, but none of them was as pure or as big as this one. And it just seems to be like not even a crack, not even a sharp. It seems to be like purely polished.
Careful with that. Don't break it.
Also, as you are looking at the air core on top of the marble table, let me take a quick note of what languages all of you speak.
Primordial Celestial.
Primordial Celestial. What other languages other than Primordial and Celestial?
Elvish, Druidic, obviously, and Quarry.
Okay.
What?
I can't fucking.
Dwarvish Beast. For Ephraim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awkward, common, dwarvish, primordial beast.
Orc, Celestial, Common.
And what about Eric?
Giants. Giant, common, celestial, and beast speech.
Okay. You see in
Quick question,
Primordial.
Martin. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. Would I have beast speech?
No, because you were not raised as a.
Okay.
You can learn it. Eric could teach you, or Quattle, Ephraim. But probably Eric. So it's faint, but as you are looking at the table, on the edge of this marble slate, engraved in gold, just etched onto the marble, you see in Primordial a phrase that says, "Speak the true name and be guided."
Speak true name and be guided? On where again? Sorry.
On the table. That is on the edge. The seven stone plaques are on the table, as well as the stone.
The true name? Whose true
Hmm.
name? What's true name?
7 stones immediately come to 7 particular cardinal demons.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh.
7 statues with each with a square hole in front of them.
How do the statues look? Does anyone
Okay.
resembles AzerrA?
So there are 7 statues. One of them seems to be a dragon with 6 wings, holding a sphere in its claws. The sphere seems to be floating in the middle of the claws, and it's emanating an orange tinted light. The dragon seems to be opening its wings kind of like in a magnificent fashion. Tauliki, I need you to give me.
Yeah, PTSD.
You looked.
I asked 17.
That this is a statue of the goddess of yours.
Yeah,
As,
that is.
as you recall, her form descending for the festival of the sun.
Would I know? Would I know this? Oh no, would I? Would Gavin know this? I should say.
So
I think I know this.
the
So
thing
this is Ambrose.
this is a statue of Ambrose. The thing is that in Longstadt, in the Longstadt Empire, all of the statues are of Longus, Angel. The statues of Ambrose himself are actually not found anywhere. If you had read through books or studied religion or gone to the temples, probably you'd know this. But the thing is that the Longstadt Empire focuses everything on the belief of Longus.
Would know, but would AzerrA give me any information?
During those couple of years that passed for you, you probably learned pretty much everything that I am to say about these statues.
Okay.
Yeah. Do any of you go to look to the other statues? Going on.
I would immediately stop and I don't know what the worship of her was by then, but I would immediately fall into this routine, for a Christian it is going on the knees or something like that.
The prayer for Ambrose would be going on the knees and doing the same symbol, kind of holding like a light, as if a light was coming to your eyes. It's kind of like when you look at an eclipse and you try to look at the sun, but there's no sun there.
So I would even press
Shouldn't look at the
a
necklace.
little spark between my hands, and I would go on the knees.
Well, I look for the one that's Krylus.
There's opposite to the statue of Ambrose, the statue of another dragon. There's a dragon, but this one is not made out of marble. It's made out of ivory, black, and it just has a tome on one of its claws, and there seem to be starry constellations just every so 10-20 seconds, and just like the statue of Ambrose had that glowing sphere floating between her claws, the statue of the black dragon has stars forming, kind of illusory behind its back, as if the claw that is holding the book and the other claw that is pointing up was weaving the stars themselves.
Okay, so would I know? I know this is Krylus.
You would know the statue of the black dragon to be Khirjis.
So Ambrose's sun, Krylus' stars.
No,
So
Khirjis is magic.
yes, but they say this constellation of stars. I'm just trying to think if there's any patterns going on. I know it's magic, but there could be
You
something
can give
more.
me a. So here's the thing. If you guys had been born before the cataclysm, this is information that would have been available to all of you. But since all of you were in the Longstadt Empire, the religion there was focused on Longus and ignored all of the other gods. So I'm going to be asking for religion checks.
Okay.
Tauliki can roll the religions check regarding certain things with advantage. I will let you know. You can roll for this specific one with advantage. But do you look at the Khirjis statue?
No, I am still frozen in worship of my goddess.
These metal rolls you have to do. I like that meme from a time ago where Martin just goes like this, and if you look, you have to make a wisdom save.
Because technically the Orc clans didn't worship Longus. They would they're very tribal in what they worship. But I get an advantage because I may know more niche religions. Okay, I got 2 exhaustion anyway, so it's -4, so 13.
13 is enough. I would say Bishara actually has disadvantage on all of the religion checks.
Well, I was going to say, I'm not even going to roll because I don't think Vishal would know anything about this religion.
So it's nowadays it's an unknown fact, but it was known before the cataclysm, before the fracturing. There was a religion called the Church of the Seven, which worshipped the 7 gods, and this was prior to the War of Gods, prior to the Pantheon, when there was no war in the world. Just in the few years ever since the gods descended onto the planet and controlled the Titans to give wake to the mortal races. In response to your question, in that religion of the 7, it is known that Ambrose and Krylus are kind of like opposites, where Ambrose brings the sun and the Shasti and the light, just moving the sun itself, while Krylus weaves the stars and brings the secrets of the night and brings the night to everybody. So it's kind of like a duality. Some people believe that they were brothers. Some other branches of religions believe that they were once the same
They
being.
were lovers. Wait, I think I have all the gods written down.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't
I mean,
think
I have 6 gods written down, and just remember the 7th.
I don't.
I literally have them here.
Hit me. Who do you have?
I have Ambrose,
Ambrose.
Astrium, whatever that is, Juanti, Philiria, Jinghal, Krylus, and Tethia. I may be butchering these names.
You have a couple of names mixed in there, but you are mostly correct. The other statues, in between the 2 dragons opposing, there is a statue of a giant standing atop a mountain, kind of like the Captain Morgan with 1 leg higher. He is holding a hammer that is set on flames as fire comes out of the hammer itself. It is a marble statue, but it is covered in gold and regal necklaces, rings, just like an armor, very like made out of gold, extremely beautiful, finely crafted. And the giant itself has a beard that is made out of like stone, kind of like that, like the Mesopotamian images of kings with like a stone beard that is like just perfectly wrecked.
So that is our host, presumably. God of Arts and Crafts. I forget what's his name is.
What is Eric thinking before I continue to the next one?
Eric is beginning to form a conspiracy theory in his mind that the 7 gods here, whatever they were the 7 cardinal demons. They just happened to be parading as gods because they were powerful enough, and at some point they decided that they wanted more power and tried to kill each other for it. That's the conspiracy theory that is forming in Eric's mind, because Ambrose supposedly won, if I remember the lore correctly, right?
No,
Ambrose
no.
didn't
Ambrose
win.
was
Ambrose
lost by
was the first one to
Krylus.
fall.
Sorry,
No,
it was
she was
Krylus. Wait, who? So the one
So
left
the order
standing
of
at the
events,
end.
the order of
Yeah.
events is Shingar was killed by
Yeah.
Tiafia, who took her place. That
Yeah.
created the war. The war went for a couple of hundred years.
Yeah.
Khirjis was neutral.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Krylus killed Ambrose,
Yeah.
and then Krylus disappeared. That is the story that you were taught.
That's the official story.
But in the story that you were taught,
Yeah.
there were only 4 gods, not 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is
that was
Bishar
something.
thinking as this? Probably his first real encounter with statues of religious origin.
Vishar has never really paid that much attention to the official religion of the world, rather just try to follow his own guidelines. So he has always been a bit distant from other people worshipping and trying to understand, but not really mingling in it. But he will at this point share his translation of the constellation in the previous room, which basically said your gods are lying, which we with Martin's slight annoyance translated rather quickly. And just chip in and like, guys, I know I'm sorry, I know I'm not exactly an expert on religion, both current and ancient, but there is something going on. This constellation that the slime guy Arnold showed me, it basically told me that, and I'm not sure how much he can be trusted, to be honest, but he told me that our gods are lying to us in some way. So might simply be they are not what they seem, or I don't know, maybe they have a different name. I don't know. Not sure how much of this is true.
Is there any writing on Ambrose's?
No, each of the pedestal where the statue is sitting just has like a hole for something to put it in.
And there's 7 plates on the table, isn't there?
Exactly. What is Quotal thinking? Because Quotal, since a very young age, was raised in the Longstadt Empire and taught the religion of the Longstadt Empire. You are a follower of Longinism, as far as I believe. And all of the cathedrals, temples, they just had the image of Longus. They taught you that Ambrose was a dead goddess. No need to remember her name. Just focus on the savior.
It's probably a bit weird because prior to them joining the Empire, they probably were the Total Beast Walkers probably didn't really look up to any of the gods, but once they joined, they probably got quite indoctrinated into it. So he was part of that phase. So he's probably had doubts. So him seeing this kind of makes a little sense, and maybe his forebearers were right with what they passed down, not what they were indoctrinated to believe. So a bit of turmoil, but not mind-shattering.
Right. In between the statue of Khirjis and Krylus is another one. This is the statue of a man that looks very similar to Bishar in its face. Very similar factions, long hair, just flowing with the wind, but has 2 wings coming out of its back that spread, wings that look almost like that of a bat, and where Bishar has the like comfortable face and easy looking, kind of like inviting, this statue looks the stern looking kind of angry, and is holding in its hand a sword, and in the other hand that's a scale.
Sure. Would I know anything about them?
No.
Not even a roll. Okay, cool.
But actually, no. Yes. You are the only one that I'm going to, and maybe Eric. I will allow Eric to also roll religion for this one.
Eee. Alright, hold on.
16
Oh.
plus. Why do I have such great religion?
I don't know, you do.
You are a literal angel.
True.
Ooh. Insider knowledge.
22. No, 16 plus 6, yeah, 22.
16.
Okay, Eric. You probably seen in like old records in the libraries where you learn the giant language. It's a lot of like the dwarvish culture has the mentality of devils and demons. All of the evil of the world comes from devils and demons. So that's what dwarves believe, and dwarves are akin to giants. So you've probably seen the image of this statue commanding legions of devils to bring darkness onto the world, but no book was complete with the name. Tauliki, in your time, this was a god that did command demons and devils, but he was a fair god. He was the god of law and justice.
Dum dum.
The thing is that when that's law and order.
Oh,
Yay!
that reference was lost on me.
The thing is that whenever he deems something to be unjust out of the rules that had been set, he would retaliate with full power and all might. So it was considered a cruel god, but fair. His name was AzerrA.
Hey, I know that one. I think. Do I?
AzerrAel. AzerrA.
I think I know that name.
Oh, it's an actual name of an angel. I googled it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If you
No, I do know that name.
if you start going down the drain of all of my names, you will find some names are inspired by Mesopotamian culture, some others are inspired by Solomonic legend, some by Chinese folklore. So it's a mixture, multiple.
So the dude was just, huh?
So going in order.
Wait, and he is here?
Yes. We have Ambrose, Khirjis, AzerrA, Krylus. To the right of Krylus, you all see a statue that you recognize as you encounter this figure not too long ago. As you see the statue of an orc wielding an armor that one of your companions wears, and a hammer in its hands, just lifting it up as fire comes out of it, and the base of the statue is covered in skulls of dragons and other species. And you just see like chains hanging from him. See the statue of Telrium.
He god? I ascended.
Bitch, I'm an ancestor of a god.
To the right of Telrium's statue, you see a statue that is clothed, that's covered entirely, not showing its face. Has a mask protecting its face, and the mask is made out of gold with red etching, almost as if veins were coursing gold in a perfect way, as if it was a single material. It is holding a scythe and seems to be using it as a cane to walk.
I will be going on a whim and saying it is a god of death, but may I roll?
Sure.
Oh my god. 9. 9.
The imagery seems to represent, but you have not heard of this. At least you have never heard of this, of a figure revered as a god. The last statue is the statue of a woman of Albion ears, but instead of going down, they seem to be pointing up, and she has like fairy wings coming out of its back. The statue itself seems to be levitating and floating, and sense of nature and your favorite smell seems to be coming out of its hand that is pointing as she's smiling into the air, wearing a sleeping mask on top of it.
There's Therapia.
That's not the same woman that you saw, Quottle.
It's the original. What was the name again? Can't remember.
Shinha.
And those are the 7 statues that you see.
That's the Shinha.
Okay, I wanna quick because it can't all be God. Because I'm pretty sure Damian is not a god.
Can you increase the gain of your mic? Because that kind of cut itself off. Repeat what you said to me.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
I want to query. I don't think Tamrian is a god. Therefore, I don't think they're all gods. There's more to this. I would say that as Gabba.
But the Lady of Light is a god. So she is a god.
I mean, it might be a mix.
Teophia isn't a god. She killed the gods. Doesn't make her a god.
But she is.
She became a god killer.
Doesn't make her
I
a
don't
god.
think. Would I know if that's Teophia or if that's Shinha?
Then what does make you a god? What's the difference?
I think it's the belief, isn't it? If you get enough people to believe in you, believe the concept of your domain, at some point divinity is thrust upon you. That is how I see gods at the moment.
And that is not Teophia, or because they don't look similar to the one I've seen in my visions. So that must be her, the original. Jinha.
Would I know Shinha?
By the time you were born,
She
Teophia
was
had
already
already
dead.
taken the place.
Yeah. But would any tales of Shinha is I think the slaver of elves or elves?
Her actions ended up causing a rebellion. Give me a history check. And
Can I do a religion because she is religion and a god and please?
She is religion, after all.
Pretty please? Thank you.
The rest of you can give me a history check if you'd like.
19.
Oh God, we're running out of garbage tonight.
I got a nat 20 for an 18.
Oh,
I rolled a 20 for a 22.
I'm
actually, no,
reluctant
that's
to
21.
tell you, Callum, things because of something that you know.
I know. I'm gonna tell you. Can just message me. I that's fine. Just message.
So the highest one other than Callum was a 19.
22.
Ishar. The goddess of sleep is something that is kind of worshipped by everybody in a certain way, as every creature sleeps at a point. So it's probably common folklore that was talked about, and you may have learned of this in one of your visits to the village back in Grelia. So the actions of Shingar ended up causing the first mortal war. After the gods descended and conquered the Titans to give freedom to the mortal races, uh, the Yafia was the goddess of sleep. Sorry, Shingar was the goddess of sleep. She ended up taking control over the Albion race, who were created by her, and the Albions have an ability of trance, and they have very powerful spiritual energy while they are trancing. So Shingar ended up putting the Albions in an eternal sleep, creating cities for them where they could live forever, be free in their trance, and just dream whatever they wanted without having to worry about the waking world. This ended up causing most Albions to just sleep for a very long time. The only Albions that were not affected by this were the youngest ones, who were placed different places. Yeah, Shingar created whole cities for the Albions, some cities with more experimental objectives, trying to maximize or achieve other results. He became very powerful, as there were hundreds, thousands of people that were sleeping constantly, powering her at all moments of the day. This ended up causing her to become one of the most powerful gods, but which ended up causing the Dragonute race to start following her, as the Dragonutes follow the strong. This ended up causing the Dragonute to chase the other Albions that were not put in the eternal sleep, invading other territories, retrieve every Albion and bring them back to the which ended up causing the dwarves and the orcs become allies and start a war against the Dragonute in order to free the Albions. One of said Albions that was not put to sleep was Tiafia herself, and she became an important figure, fighting and becoming more powerful to the point where she could take down Shin and replace her.
Right. Vishal will tell all of this while we're discussing the statues to the rest of the group. I think I heard it somewhere in the village, or maybe I've read about it in the library or something. It's basically a common folklore story or a myth. Not really sure how much of it is actually true, but see no reason why not any of it is.
She was already gone when the great light fell from the sky, so I don't know. I've heard about her, but that Tefia conquered her, but not much.
I'll say nothing.
I say nothing of the things that I know.
I know nothing. Nothing at all.
Definitely not written anything down.
I literally have pocket watch in bra ? Soul coin.
Do we think then, if the gods are lying, that there is some sort of illusion, magic happening?
Ephraim will go and look at the tablets on the table.
Tablets on the table. So there are 7 tablets. each of them are written in a different language. Are you alive?
Careful. It's a tendonitis all over again.
I'm just dying over here. Don't worry about me.
Ephraim will grab the table that is written. Sorry, which languages did Ephraim speak?
Beast, Dwarvish, Common.
Ephraim cannot read any of the tablets.
Great!
Wait, what? I go over and see if it's giant or celestial.
There
Should
is
be.
a tablet written in Cheyenne that says, "The Lord of Commerce reigns over the bustling markets and forces of creation. Mighty as the mountains themselves, he shapes economies and crafts fortunes, wisdom of an artisan king. Praise him if you want prosperity."
Sounds like Khirjis.
Mm-hmm.
Seems he is the giant one.
Can I run my hands over the plate and basically see, like basically however it's been etched and for the writing, does it match? Like there's not some sort of visual
Good
illusion
idea.
to the plate. Like there's I don't know, something different written underneath it, but some sort of visual illusion magic is happening.
You touch it and you don't see any sort of illusory trick. It seems to be a tablet made out of a piece of like marble stone and just etched on gold rune. Exactly the same as the table.
Remind me, Khirjis, his statue.
Is
What
the
was it made of?
Giant with the hammer.
Yeah. How is that? What is the material carved from that again for the statue?
The statue itself is made out of marble, but it is adorned with gold, silver, and jewels.
Seems legit. Right. Eric's had enough of waiting. He's gonna pick up. Can he pick up the plate?
Yeah. It weighs like a couple of kilos, but Eric most definitely.
Yeah, I'll pick it up and then go over to Khirjis's statue. And obviously there is some sort of hole
Yep.
in the statue, in the base. So I look at the rest and I say, you may want to step back in case something wrong happens. And I will
Step back.
the plate onto where there is a opening.
Okay, yeah, no problem. You just go and put it on. It matches perfectly, it just slots in, and just kind of like as you put it in, the slot itself seems to go slightly deeper into the statue, leaving the plug almost perfectly flat, just like a millimeter in them to create a cavity. But it seems to match perfectly. You see as the plug itself goes in, it starts the gold starts to shine bright, and the hammer, the flames roar slightly more in flame, but nothing seems to happen. And you hear coming from the statue giant a voice that says in giant, "Pray to me and wealth shall be yours."
Pray to me. Eric's not one for religion, but we got nowhere else to go, so Eric will speak back in giant. Glory to The one who brings commerce, the one who brings the forge, raw materials into being, to shape them to purpose. I don't know. Eric actually would struggle on the rest, but I think he would try and finish it with may the hearth of your forge burn for eternity. Oh, the kiln, sorry, the kiln. That's the correct terminology there for a forge.
You pray in Giant tongue, wait for a moment, nothing happened, the statue seems unchanged.
I look around, I was like, well, nothing bad happened.
Well, we're not getting the plague out of there anytime soon, so I hope it was the correct choice, but so far so good, I guess.
Yeah, didn't say the wrong thing.
Perhaps things will happen as we continue to put these plates into each statue. I have a feeling it will escalate once we start putting in the correct plates.
Hearing that, I would hoity-toity to the table and look for, actively look for, oh my god, Ambrose's plaque.
Languages?
Celestial.
Celestial. You look for a plague in Celestial, and you find one that says, "The Weaver of Dreams cradles weary souls in the embrace of ethereal visions. Her gentle touch mends shattered spirits and banishes the shadows, offering a bastion of hope against the encroaching darkness."
Sounds like Ambrose.
Or the sleepy lady.
Jingai, yeah. The issue with Jingai was. You're right. Oh, Jingai could be that. Yeah,
But she would have been Alvian. Her language.
Yeah,
Or
she would have.
some Fey.
Well, yeah,
Language.
Fey Albion or
Sylvan.
Gnomish.
Yeah, Gnomish as well.
I mean, I speak
No.
Alvian. I can see if there's any better.
No plaques in Albion.
any in Orcish?
In Orcish.
Or
In
Primordial.
In
Pardon.
Primordial you find 2 plaques.
Oh,
In Primordial you find one that says, "Faith in the ethereal, eternal radiance of boundless compassion. She
That
stands
one.
as the beacon of purity and grace. A luminous
Wow.
gaze pierces the darkness, rendering judgment upon the wicked and offering solace to the tormented."
That's Ambrose.
And
That's
the,
Ambrose.
the other one in Primordial says, "The celestial luminary unravels the mysteries of the cosmos from his astral throne. The quiet shadows of his cosmic abode, he whispers secrets to the eager hearts of seekers
that?
and kindles the flames of enlightenment."
That's Astrim or Azrael.
Do I need to roll wisdom because that is the bad boy?
Is it?
yeah, that could
There
be
was
Kratos.
no name, no mention.
Because Krylus is all about magic.
Magic and knowledge. Oh wait, I need to tell my mom what's happened because give me a sec.
She's gonna tell her mom about Krylus.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in Orcish, you find one plaque that says, "The indomitable sovereign of battlefield commands the tumultuous clash of steel and valor. Unyielding resolve, he lays claim to thrones of conquest, forging empires upon the anvil of strife."
Oh,
Oh,
that doesn't sound like Telrium at all. And his
it's
battlefield.
Khirjis.
Yeah, so you got the anvil bit of it, because you got obviously Medarin. He did fight on battlefields, but he was all about honor, respect. Right, okay. I feel like we need to Gabba, I feel like we need to put piles and we need like little stones to see who we think is which. And then we narrow it down.
Let's vote on it. Yeah.
No,
Is this
it-
the melee path?
What are okay? We've gone through Primordial, Celestial, Giant, and Orcish. What other languages do you?
I do have my racial language, Cory.
Also have racial language Hawkwind. Quote unquote.
I have demonic, if that's a language.
You have demonic. You
Yeah.
read one more plaque that
Ooh.
says, "Sentinel of Order casts his gaze upon the abyssal depths, nightmares spell. As master of the infernal realms, he upholds the laws of cosmic balance and guards against the encroachment of
Yes, AzerrA.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Yeah,
That'd
definitely.
be yes. I mean, that'd be the easy one, right?
Well, I'll pick that up and I'll go, if we're happy, I can put this, and I'll just like waddle over to with the plaque. I won't put it fully in, I'll just put it next to it, right? I say, right, if we're happy with this, I'll put this there for when we want to push it in.
Okay.
So, Orcish is Khirjis or Telrium.
There's
Yeah.
one more plaque that you haven't been able to read the language. Other than that, you've read 6 of them.
So we think the one which was
Is it Druidic by any chance? The last one?
No, it's
Probably
actually,
not
Is
beast
it common
speech,
by
right?
any chance?
No, it's not common. It's a
Not
language
beast
that
speech.
none of you have seen before.
So we think the primordial is Ambrose.
One of them. One of them is
Sure.
Ambrose, the other one I think is Khirjis.
Fisher will cast comprehend languages on himself.
Thank you.
Hey, let's go.
Thank you. I was looking if Ephraim had it.
This last tablet says, "Silent harbinger of life's inevitable end, offers solace in the embrace of eternal risk. Under his watchful eyes, souls find tranquility and serenity, parting this realm in the gentle embrace of eternal peace."
That's the Grim Reaper one.
That's the death one.
Yeah, that's the whatever of the god of death.
Astrium?
Goddess of death? So
Is
take that one towards that's the one statue.
can just pure interest of a player. If you cast comprehend languages, do you know what language you are comprehending?
No, it just it does like the point with your phone and auto translate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just so I remember what it is. So we got Ambrose, Krylus, Telrium,
Khirjis, Azrael, Shingha.
Do we know the name of the god of death?
Nope.
Nope.
I failed the roll.
Azrael, Jingar, and then a question mark.
Yeah. I would put or be close to the Ambrose statue with the plaque.
Do I have a connection to AzerrA at all? Is he? Have I had anything?
No.
It would make it too easy.
Request denied.
Turn left.
Do it yourself, friend.
So do we want to put
Then
in the
now
ones
you're
we're certain
coming.
about for now, or just put all of them at once while
So
the
one
words?
one is already in, so
That's
maybe
true.
we have to listen to what they have to say,
Mm.
because Khirjis did say something to you, right?
I repeat back what Khirjis required. Most likely, they will require you to sing or at least offer some sort of prayer to the relevant deity.
May I?
For
I-
Ambrose?
Which
Be my
plaque
guest.
are you grabbing? Because you had like 2 options for Ambrose.
Yeah, can you the primordial one? Can you repeat what the primordial one says again?
Faith in the eternal radiance of boundless compassion, she stands as the beacon of purity and grace.
She.
Her luminous grace pierces the darkness, rendering judgment upon the wicked and offering solace to the tormented. You
Yeah.
also had other language that said
So,
the weaver of dreams cradles weary souls in the embrace of ethereal visions.
yeah, no, that is Shinhash.
A Shingar. Yeah.
Ambrose
Machine-
first, and then Jinghar.
Yeah, the
Which
primordial.
one was basically the radiant angel statue seemed to be floating? Which one was that?
The one with like fairy wings was Shingar.
Oh, that was Shingar. Ah, alright.
But Ambrose is the god of, or goddess of radiance, light, and judgment, and like.
And that is the dragon
Justice.
that is holding a sun between her claws.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
she is a she, so that the
Alright.
pronoun fits.
So. Oh,
What was-
yeah. Good.
What was Tamrion's statue like again? And what was the Orcish saying?
The Orcish one
Mhm.
was saying, the indomitable sovereign of battlefield commands the tumultuous clash of skill and valor. With unyielding
Yeah.
resolve, he lays claim to thrones of conquest, forging
Mhm.
empires upon the anvil of strife.
Didn't forge any empires though. This is right.
You don't know. Yes,
Yeah.
I put the primordial about radiance into Ambrose.
You put it on, and the claws themselves seem to open up, move, and the sun that is floating in the middle of the claws just starts orbiting the statue, kind of like making a spiraling fashion around the statue. And you hear in primordial, worship the true light and be guided by the path of righteousness.
Uh-huh. So why did you get something but Eric didn't?
Eric did.
Yeah,
See? Oh, I thought Eric got nothing. I thought you.
Oh, I
Crazy.
got fucking the giant one.
It said in
I-
giant, worship and fountainess and fountainess shall find your way.
Right.
I would say in primordial. Mother of angels and my eternal light, you've always have and had my and will have my eternal gratitude for me and my family and protection of them. I will try and serve you and your angels as best as I can.
2 questions. What language were you speaking?
Primordial.
As you finish your prayer, nothing happens. The sun just keeps orbiting around the statue.
Weird.
I repeat it in common.
Nothing happens.
Okay. I say it in celestial.
Nothing happens.
Never mind.
Any more languages you want to try?
Nope. Cannot
Right.
do anymore.
So, are we certain about the Grim Reaper one? Or God of Death one, I should say, rather.
The thing is, we don't know the language. We can't. So you can read it, but you can't speak it. Is that true?
That is true, yes. I can understand him, or it, if it speaks to me, but I can't reply.
Well,
I
that's
could
the thing.
try
The
form a
pla-
mind link, but this is a statue.
That's the thing. What did the thing speak the true language? The true.
Speak the true name and be guided.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, none of us speak this language, so it doesn't really matter who of us tries it.
But you at least will understand them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, it makes the most sense by process of elimination.
You can all give me an intelligence check as you just said something.
Hey, finally a fucking
Like
good roll.
raw intelligence, nothing else.
Yeah. 2 minus.
That's a grand total of 2.
I forgot I was.
3.
15.
I forgot I was
16.
Gabba. So I rolled a 19, and then I got -4.
Jesus!
Hey.
12 for Ephraim, and that's the best one I got.
Those of you that
16.
got a 15 or higher, now that
Yeah.
Gav and Kauliki were saying what the table itself says, pick
Yeah.
thy true name and be guided, you, Eric, realize, and Gava, do you speak primordial as Kauliki was praying?
I believe I do speak primordial. I'm
Okay.
I can't remember what I speak. I'll be honest with
You speak English.
you.
How
Okay.
do words work?
Okay, but Eric, you realize as Gava
Yeah.
said that in your
Yeah.
prayer in Giant,
Yeah.
you pray to him.
Yeah.
You never called upon.
Yeah, no one. Yeah.
Oh,
Didn't.
right.
Sure, I'm sure.
Nope.
Okay. I'll go up to Khirjis,
Can she?
repeat the same prayer, but end the prayer in saying, say in Giant, may your form be everlasting, Khirjis. Lord
During-
Khirjis, sorry.
During all of
Ooh.
the prayer, nothing seemed to be different. But as soon as you say the word Khirjis in Giant, in its
Yeah.
true name, not like the translation into common,
Yeah. Yeah, we're fucked.
the statue itself changes. You see, climbing the mountain from behind Kirsch's back, another smaller statue appears, that of like a child with red glowing eyes, and you see the fire of the hammer itself turns red. As Gava, you know this very well. The humanoid form of AzerrA just climbing next to Kirschis and grabbing his hand.
Who knew it?
Seeing that, yeah.
My fucking conspiracy theory was right.
No, I know what's going. I know what's going on.
I think I know what's going on as well.
Yeah.
I would say.
Anyway.
Wait, before we continue, I wanna know. Let's go round by round. We will ignore Callum because he's a special case. Because
Yes, he
It's a
is.
different question, but yeah.
but what is Bishar's theory as he sees this happen?
His theory is that the what's currently called the Cardinal Demons, so AzerrA and his 6 Barrio pals, are the children of the original gods, and for some reason were cast aside because the original gods feared they would become a threat.
Something
Right.
very Greek mythology like.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Quaddle?
He thinks that probably he could be second forms or like alternate like identities, like
Secret identity.
maybe like a different personality or something. Maybe I don't know.
Okay.
To each god.
What about Eric?
Eric already said this. I mean, Jason had.
You are sticking with that one.
I'm sticking with my theory that each fucking god is essentially each cardinal demon that was trying to go round, and each of them vied for power. But as you know, gods.
And what about Kauliki?
If Zebril will come out of Ambrose's statue, she would think that these are the demons or the cardinal demons that conquered the god, because she was present when Zebro killed Ambrose.
Okay.
So this is why she was immediately turning to Ambrose and saying Ambrose's name in Primordial.
As you say Ambrose's name, the sun that has been orbiting around the statue turns black, as from the middle of Ambrose's chest, 3 black spears come piercing and opening up, and 2 claws rip out her chest, kind of like molding the skin and coming out of Ambrose's chest, as you see the image of a hat covering with like a face mask, and 2 and claws almost like scissors pushing out, and you see the statue itself starts glowing in a purple pinkish tone.
Is that by any chance something akin to an Oni mask?
Yes.
Yup. Would I, as Kauliki, recognize that
You
bastard?
need to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
You witnessed this.
I've
yeah.
seen that.
Can I go into an argument that she should go into a proper meltdown if she fails? Because, you know.
If I fail, this is a problem.
Can I also ask the GM that it would be rolled at disadvantage?
I agree with it.
I very much like it. I would love to.
Raise your hand if you like Alum.
Somewhat, sometimes. Oh, that is bad.
Oh shit!
Plan
That is a
backfired.
6.
Sorry, hang on. You don't get to say shit when you literally loaded the gun, pointed it at yourself, and had a rubber band going, and then when it goes off, you're like, oh fuck,
You know the meme.
that wasn't a good idea.
You know the meme where the guy turns around and shoots him, and he goes, "I can't believe you've done this."
Can't believe you done this.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
I mean, Martin, how problematic do I become?
Roll a d100.
Because I don't think that I pass with a 6.
Oh no, most definitely not. So roll me a d100.
Do I want high or low?
No.
Because that is a 91.
Ooh.
Spicy.
Okay. Kauliki, 2 things are going to happen.
Yay! I'm becoming a problem.
If I can fucking open my teeth.
I just wanted to see what comes out of Tamriel's chest.
Okay.
Can I
what did
get
you roll?
anything 91? Do I get any words out before I turn into a problem?
We would feel it from the bracelet.
Yeah, you all start feeling anxiety, fear, terror. Kauliki, you can say 1 word.
Word.
That's it.
Murderer.
Weird.
Should go AzerrA.
Can I hold person?
Wait, what?
Can I hold person?
You can.
Excuse me, why do you have whole person?
Warlock shit.
Kauliki, 2 things are going to happen.
Yeah,
You
hurt me.
you start you fall to your knees, and as you fall to your knees, you stop seeing color. Everything turns in black and white, except for the purple light that is coming out of Ambrose's statue and the red light that is surrounding Khirjis' statue. You feel a hand creeping on your right shoulder as you see the face of the Oni mask that's whispering in your ear, going, "Oh, we met before." from your right shoulder, a draconic claw just starts piercing your shoulder, and you see a draconic face, a white face, just going, Yatis, just, just don't worry, man. And these two figures just remain with you, and they just for
Cheerful.
the next
Keep calm and carry
for
on.
for the next you don't know how long, these two claws are going to be hanging from your shoulders and whispering in your ears. None
So
of
I
you
have
see this.
so I have Ambrose and Zerbil all the time. Literally
Yes.
Angel and Great.
Yep. And from time and Servil will just go, oh, that one is trying to enchant you. You should not allow this. And Ambrose goes, well, it is certainly true. You should not allow yourself to be deceived by servants of others. But this thing is also an option.
So I get things casted on me right now.
I'm
Lava is
casting
casting whole person.
whole person because I feel
like I know what's going on.
What do I roll?
it's a
Saving throw,
saving
wisdom.
Wisdom, really?
Mm-hmm.
You're probably higher. 13.
I believe I am.
Sorry.
Proficiency. Oh yeah, you just meet me. Yeah, you just meet me.
Maybe it's it beats it.
No, he doesn't. She doesn't meet it. Almost. I'm 1 out of 14.
Yeah, Kauliki, you are held, and the voices just keep going in your ears, just whispering constantly.
While I hold it, I'm just going to be like concentrating. Guys, we need to wrap this up. She's not feeling. She don't feel too good. She don't look too good. Eric, you may want to get near her just in case you want a bear hug.
Pisha will
Me-
put down the black in the Grim Reaper one, the one we can't read.
Okay.
Did I communicate that the celestial one is the Shinha? If I didn't, I did.
Yeah.
You did. Eric will have gone next to Kauliki. Above table, do we think it's extremely stupid if I strike the Oni mask? Because it might
You don't
break
see
it.
her.
You don't
You
see
don't
it.
see it.
Oh, the Oni mask doesn't actually.
Oh, the one
The
coming out of the
ang-
statue?
Yeah, out of the statue.
I mean, it's made out of stone. So it's kind of like part of the statue.
Part of the ship. Part
Okay.
of the crew.
I'll stand next to Kauliki, and while she's being held, I will basically sort of sit in front of her and sort of try and talk her through, remind her who she is, who she has become since her awakening, the things she has learnt, that her past does not define her. Try and anchor her in the present.
Kauliki, you hear Ambrose saying, your friend is very nice, he cares for you. And the Oni says, oh yes, he does care for you. I'm carrying. Keep an eye on him. Bad thing. The dragon says, the dragon howls.
Is that a bingo?
The dragon says in your, oh, did? You're fine, my dear. We'll be fine. We are with you.
We? She says we?
Can't talk.
Yeah, can I communicate with those? Can I try to think and then response to her?
And you see the Oni just kind of like rolls over your shoulder and goes, "Are you trying to talk, my dear? Your eyes twitching and moving blatantly fast, but I cannot read eyes." And the dragon goes, "Oh, let her be. She's just trying her best."
Okay.
How long has passed? Just because I've only got a minute for whole person.
While Eric talks to her, it would be like a minute.
Okay, all person's ended.
Does the death god statue react?
You put it in, and as you put it in, oh, I forgot to mention one thing. As Ambrue's name was said, Eric and Bishar would realize that in the sun itself that was floating around falls to the ground, having a marble similar to the red one that was on the table. Just that this one is purple color, extremely like a very similar in size and also very pure brown.
Hmm.
It just lands like next to the statue.
Infinity stones.
Ishar, as you place the plaque in the statue, statue itself, like the cloak, becomes fire and is burned, and underneath the cloak, you see the figure of a human. As the mask itself just falls to the ground and breaks, shattering in multiple pieces. And you see the figure of a human, very noble looking, kind of like a heroic king, and just with a smile and a charisma that evokes leadership. And you just hear in
This language that you do not let us know.
you would hear it in common.
Oh, is this the one that did the common?
Common curse.
Yeah, what's that
I think
called?
that was Krylos that did
Yeah,
the
I
common
think,
curse.
You hear in common, but in your mind, as it says, "Do not worship, just follow your own path."
Oh, fucking, this is the god for me. Don't even know its name. Is that all? What it says?
That's all what it.
Vishar will reply in his head. And for Vishar, it's not really a prayer, but more like a phrase of meditation he might have used before, in his own words. And he will just say, look inside yourself, look ahead, look up to the skies. Follow your instincts and let the light guide you. Follow the path and find your own purpose.
Nothing happens. I will change what the statue said. It said something more on the lines that carve your own path and bring your friends. Follow what you believe in.
Like him.
What's their name?
Like Arthur. What a wonderful time today.
He looks human, by the way. Like out of all the statues, it's the only one that is like a human.
Well,
Kauliki, you are just like you have control over you, but these two figures remain with you
A time.
All of time.
a long time.
what
Eternity.
if Kauriki is not moving and looking like she's about to attack? I'm going to take the two tablets that I know, which is the demonic and the Orcish one. I'm going to put the Orcish one in Temrion. I'm just going to say the word Temrion in Orcish and see if anything happens.
You say the called Elrion.
Yeah.
Proper
Yeah.
and you see behind Thelrium a sword appears as he is stabbed and he falls to the ground, and then the sword starts cutting his head, and the head of Thelrium just falls and crumbles on the ground as the sword itself is picked up by a larger, bigger statue with like horns coming out of it, bulging muscles, and it just kicks Thelrium's body as it crumbles on the floor, and the statue starts glowing on a greenish color as the statue of Thelrium breaks. From inside it, a green marble just falls next to your feet.
Do I know what that demon's name is? Would I
You-
know?
You would. This is a demon known as Garoth.
Gareth?
Garoth.
I was-
Garoth.
Gary,
I'm just gonna
what
call
you doing?
I'm gonna call him Gareth now. It's Gareth.
And I will say it is bulging with muscles, but you and Eric as experimented fighters, you are very experienced, and the stance that it is in doesn't seem to be a brave stance ready to counteract. It seems to be a stance where he could really easily pull hidden blades or just sneakily run away.
Right, so he's the
Rogue.
yeah, no, but he'd be cardinal demon of like deception and stuff, so he's being sly. Make a note, note master.
Yeah, this is not my knowledge.
Well, I'll tell it out loud. This is Gareth, and he's a slime motherfucker.
Hello, Gary.
And then I'll put the one in for. We said Azrael, and I'll put that one in, and I won't even. I'm not going to say praise. I'm just going to say their name. More. I'm going to try
Do you speak
demonic.
demonic? The one for Azrael.
Yeah.
As okay, as the plaque goes in and you say Azrael, the scale tilts to one side and the hand starts to crumble as the book, the sword that he had in his other hand, just falls to the ground, and from inside the statue seems to crumble, leaving space to a smaller statue that was on the inside. You see Khirjis with like a blind over its eyes and two hands together in a praying motion
Oh,
as it starts glowing purple.
so I don't know. This is a new.
If you
This
want
is-
the exact colors, the red statue is glowing like the overlay and where it says Bishar. The one that you just built for Azrael is glowing in a similar color to the one under Quattle. The one that has
Azrael.
Serbil is
Azrael.
glowing in the color of Ephraim. The one for that's the ones that you have done so far. Oh, and the one in Garoth is the color of Eric.
So I don't know this demon. This is not Killian. Killian will probably be Krylos. So this is an unknown demon. Do we know the name of this one? Will you tell us the name of this one?
You gotta know this.
Do I get a private message? You gonna slip into my DMs? Yeah, I got a private message. I got a private message. I got a private message, and none
Does
of
that
you will know.
count as Callum being unnecessarily secretive?
No, because you haven't asked. You haven't asked. So, God of Death, right? Death God would either be Killian or Krylos would be Killian then. But I can't speak primordial, so someone asked there. Oh, do I speak primordial? Let's just say I speak primordial. It's easy.
Nah, that's not how it works.
If it's not on your character sheet, it doesn't fucking exist.
Well, technically, I don't speak anything because there's nothing on my character sheet languages except on the original character sheet language, which is currently, I believe, up in my office.
Coming to, because I think I am the only one speaking Celestial, I would like to either... I would reach out to the ball that's fallen from Ambrose, and if anyone stops me, I will grab it.
The ball that fell from Ambrose. You grab the pink ball.
No one's stopping me?
As you touch it,
I watch intently. Eric would be watching intently just to see what happens.
Only as you touch the ball, time seems to freeze. As you are suddenly sent flying far away, far away, as you appear on top of a flying castle that is
Don't
surrounded
do
by...
this to me again!
You are on a castle floating above a city in the mountain. As the castle is flying up and high, the three other castles just come together and they clash, forming a giant plaza. The plaza
Yeah.
you see as hundreds of children, teenagers and adults wearing regal uniforms of different colors, some of them red and gold, some of them blue and gold, green and gold, or silver and gold. Many of them having wings made out of light as they come flying and they land together. All of them start forming up, preparing. As you see from within the four castles, giant humanoid creatures with feathery wings start descending. One of them with a long spear, another with a great sword on its back, other with a bow, and one with a shield. As they approach and they kneel in the center of the plaza, you all look up at the sun, as from the sun itself something starts blocking the light. A dragon with 6 wings, flying, flapping, and descending. As
Hi, Mama.
Ambrose starts talking, and you cannot hear the words that are being said.
Oh, but I remember them.
As from the crowd itself, you see one of the figures breaks formation and starts walking towards Ambrose. 4 angels turn around and look at the creature, at the human that is walking, as the human slashes its hand up in the air, and the head of one of the angels falls to the ground. The other 3 immediately crush the human, with Ambrose clawing it to a pulp. Almost immediately, another human 100 meters on the other side of the courtyard just explodes, leaving a puddle of blood raining on the ground. As you see a figure, humanoid, with an Oni mask and just chestery clothes, who starts laughing as it punches an Albion in the face, and out of his chest pulls a black spears and starts charging towards Ambrose, who blocks him and breaks him. All of the...
Quick question: Am I watching it as like third-person camera view, like
from above?
an eye in the sky? Okay.
Yes. As this figure with the Oni mask brings a spear out of the chest of an Albion, it is once again broken by Ambrose, but another of the bodies just explodes into blood, and this continues for minutes until this figure chains the 3 angels in black chains, holding them to Ambrose, making her unable to move until it just goes to her back and starts stabbing her with the black spear over and over, and pulls up its Oni mask, and you just see like a void of darkness, completely black, as it just starts with like red, purplish teeth. It starts eating at Ambrose's body, devouring her, and then just 6 wings come out of the Oni body as it starts growing claws and takes on the exact same shape as Ambrose, and all of the still living humans and elves just kneel and bow to this creature. And that is when
Do I see two
you see 2 figures
people
flying away.
GTFOing? Yeah. One
Yeah.
without, conveniently, weirdly, without a ring finger.
Exactly. And you see, as you see Oni mask figure taking on the shape of Ambrose, you are pulled back almost like shakingly, and you are back on yourself. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, followed by a constitution saving throw, followed by a charisma saving.
Jesus! Wisdom, con, and charisma, right?
You get to choose the order, but the DC is increasing.
Let's go wisdom, charisma, and con.
No, it would. Oh, that's true, actually.
That would be a 22
Oh.
for
Blood
wisdom.
starts
Yeah.
coming out of Kaulik's noise as soon as he touches the sphere.
19. So that was a natural 19.
Blood
What-
starts
Let's go.
coming out of Kaulik's eyes. as
What
you-
do
Wait. That was the first roll.
What are we feeling right now as a group? What are we feeling from here? The same as we were before?
Let me finish with these saving throws, because it's just like a split second. For her, it was that vision, but for you, just lean and touch it, and out
Okay.
of nowhere, you are getting all of the emotion.
24 for charisma.
Or for her? That one is it.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 for constitution. So 22, 24, 26.
All of them are mutant. Okay. You actually pass all of them,
Oh!
so you are going to take only half damage for it.
Wonderful. Lovely.
As Kauliki, you touch this, and something inside of you, kind of like a ring, snaps and breaks, and memories start flooding back onto you. Recollections of things, just lies everywhere. As Kauliki, take 3 points of exhaustion, and your wisdom is reduced by 1.
Ooh.
Permanently?
We don't know.
No, sorry, did I say reduced? Increased. Sorry.
Oh, I take that, but
Yeah.
that would be an 18 for plus 4 in wisdom.
Jesus, I mean, 3 levels for exhaustion for 1 stat.
I take it.
Oops.
You see, like,
Does my dress absorb one of them?
when you take a long rest, or when it happens,
I don't remember. I'll take them.
I think it's you cure 2 exhaustion points when you take a long rest, if I remember correctly.
Okay, fine. What would you feel from her? I think seeing that I managed to cope somewhat with that, you would immediately feel a ping of fear, anger, and anxiety, but then a forced calm.
Yeah, Kauliki, having passed all 3 of the 7 throws, you understand that that was the day where Servil killed Ambrose and took her place, posing at her,
Yeah.
and enslaved all of the Lightborn Academy. You know,
Yeah.
all of, I would say, Eric and probably Nathan, who have studied wars of the past, the tactics, know that at a certain point, Ambrisia started changing their tactics, and there was like a point in the war where they started losing a lot of battles that could have been easily.
I will pocket or like bring the ball to the table, to the first red one. And,
As you approach the table, you see now that you have a core in your hand, you see that the table has 7 indents. That one of them just opens.
I'll put it in. We should keep going, right? And I'll like absent-mindedly, completely ignoring those two faces next to me, like in my peripheral vision, grab the celestial plaque and put it into Shingha's place, and Shingha in celestial.
The statue.
Not really waiting what she's saying.
The Myuu. What is everybody else doing while she does that?
Now seeing that there's like indents in the table for like bits to put into, Gortle will be looking around the statues that have already been like completed for the objects to put into the table.
Yeah, there's the green one next to Gava's feet. There's a red one sitting atop the table. So far you have inserted the one for Ambrose, but you have the one for Thelrium, Khirjis, and those are the only two others that are.
There was one on the table, so. Callum, if you're saying something, you're muted.
Keenness. I can speak primordial, and if someone else does, they can do Khirjis, or I can pick up Talmrion's little green orb to see if I go on a little power trip. I'm happy to do either.
I am shaking.
I can do the primordial one.
I am faking being fine, but I'm shaking.
Go on, if you want to do the primordial one first, then I'll touch the little green ball after.
Plonk the Khirjis one in the tablet into the statue.
And do speak the language?
I speak primordial, yes.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
You put the plaque and the statue of Khirjis with the tome and the claw just weaving stars. The stars themselves turn into a thread that go to Khirjis' head and start kind of like suffocating it until the string breaks the head and it just falls, and it just remains like a statue without face, and the two claws just go inside of the neck, now without the head, and start ripping the body apart in the middle, as you a fat, like very big looking demon, like big belly, glass of wine on hand, coin in flipping on the other hand, and just like a big green point of the face just emerges from inside of the statue, and the goblet of wine starts glowing on a cyan color, similar to this.
Yeah. Grow loose, and it'll reach for that goblet.
Inside the goblet, there is a cyan look. There. Do you grab it?
Yeah, why not?
as soon as you touch it, something similar happens. You are transported. You are kind of flung at such a great speed, everything becomes a blur, and you are in the middle of what looks to be like a very fancy banquet, surrounded by people in robes, blue and gold, similar to the ones that you have seen inside of the Glorium Arcanum facility. Uh, but these robes, they are not just like painted gold, they are like made of gold. There's a debauchery of food just going around, a feast with just a magnitude of gold in everything. Everything is gold. You see servants, beast walkers, proto walkers. They don't have a mind of themselves, just like absent eyes, chain, just walking naked, carrying like plates, food, necklaces of gold. There's wine. There are slaves, female, just going around everywhere. All of the older Albion and human men that are in the banquet hall just seem to be intoxicated and laughing as a dome opens in the sky, pointing at the starry night, and you see one of the stars, almost like a comet, star comes falling towards the banquet hall as a black dragon with two wings just lands and turns itself into a humanoid shape, very similar to a dragonute of pure blood, kind of like completely black skin, dragon dragon face, and just a cloak made out of stars themselves forms on the back of this dragonborn as it starts walking, and it just looks dumbfounded in disbelief of the level of debauchery that is going around. Starts knocking goblets out of uh, the hands of these old men. They are just laughing and keep drinking. One of them falls to the ground and starts licking the wine from the floor itself. Uh, there's years of like peace walkers just laying blood as other men are eating like food from top of their body, and the knives themselves just cut too deep and start cutting on the skin on the beast walkers from time to time, and they eat the raw skin as this dragonute shape just keeps walking, and you you cannot hear voices, but it seems like really angry, yelling at all of these old men. And from the middle of old people, just breaks apart as you see a figure very similar to the statue that just appeared in front of you. This fat, uh, like morbidly obese, kind of like kingly figure that has overindulged for years and years and years, just with like a green point to point, like Cheshire um, from Alice in Wonderlands, and it just starts laughing, and all of the other old men kind of like start laughing at this dragonborn as you turns back into its draconic shape and magic starts coming out of it. But four columns just glow and the dragon itself is plummeted to the ground as this laughing figure just walks in, opens its mouth with like almost no effort, just the show of this giant dragon, and just starts walking inside of its body. And after a couple of seconds, the body itself is, you see a hole being open on the stomach as this obese, grotesque, grinning figure just comes with blood in its mouth, munching on muscles from inside. And you are pulled back. I need you to make a wisdom, constitution, and charisma. So something just snapping.
Wisdom, Constitution, and which one?
Charisma.
In any order?
You choose the order. That's
All right.
increasingly difficult.
Okay, Wisdom first. Dirty 20.
Nice.
Charisma next. 19.
Ooh.
And Constitution. Natty 20 for 28.
Nice.
You failed the charisma saving throw. As you come back, you understand what happened. You understand that Khirjis was powered by this not so dissimilar way to what Kaulik said happened to Ambrose, but and all of the Florim Arcanum, as like the higher ups were in on it, as they had abandoned Krylus. As but there's something that is blocking memories coming in. There's something that don't understand, as if there was a truth that escapes you. I need you to give me another charisma saving throw, as are taking some psychological damage
Oh, yay!
Oh yeah, you haven't given me any damage.
because you succeeded.
Okay.
Ooh, that's that one. I'm gonna use a sorcery point to reroll that. Not great. 20.
That's the difficulty.
Oh,
But you're gonna take 3 points of exhaustion
Oof.
and 25 points psychic damage,
Oh.
and your charisma score is reduced by 1, as your wisdom score is increased by 1.
Oh.
darn. That makes no difference.
I was gonna say.
I don't know if I want to touch my thing because I don't think I can pass any of the checks.
God of Death Angel has not dropped its ball yet, right? Because it was not activated yet.
Because we don't know the name, right?
Yeah. Fisher will
Um,
attempt
yes.
to form a mind link with the statue, I guess. Seeing as it's spoken to my mind previously.
Give me a charisma save.
Oh, I love me those. Damn, dice, come here. Oh, that's not good. 9.
Okay, you hear in your mind a noise similar to when Adam was speaking words that you could not understand. You take 10 points of psychic damage, and no message comes through.
Ow. Okay. There is something there within the statues. It's a bit difficult and a bit painful to decipher. But it might
Oh, sorry.
be something I can do.
Question. Bottle, do you insert the cyan sphere into the bottle?
Yeah. Won't get in there.
Cyan and the pink sphere have been inserted in. The green and red one are still on the floor.
Be aware that if you pick them up, you will experience how the god has died.
I'm pretty sure I knew how my god died, so I'll be fine. As I say that, I touched the ball.
Which one?
Terrion's one.
Green or red?
Green, because I kind of know what happens. So
The green. Okay. So
Can't be
you
that bad.
see, same thing. You are transported far away. You are sent into a field. Kind of like near a lake, and you are walking around with about 10 retainers, 10 orcs, full Rilinshi circuit glowing. None of them are wearing like heavy armor. Thelrium is armor. They seem to be just walking with like light equipment. Sneakily. As Thelrium is walking around, he comes to a lake and has 2 rings on his hands. he clashes them, and a ring just goes out. Nothing happened at the moment. Telrium just keeps walking, and one of the retainers starts coughing and falls to the ground as Telrium himself runs and goes to the retainer and turns him around looking what's going on. See, the retainer has blood coming out of its eyes and just pulls like a dagger and stabs Telrium in the stomach from the ground. Telrium turns around and you see 4 other retainers just burst up as they start stabbing him on the back.
I've been Julius Caesared.
As Telrium is laying on the ground, from out of nowhere, his green muscular figure just appears, almost as if coming out of him, and all of their retainers have blood coming out of their eyes as Khirjis pulls out Telrium's tongue and starts stretching it, and a nail just starts kind of like pinching on the tongue till it gets to dice and pushes Telrium's head, thus leaving him to die there as it walks away, leaving the corpse.
How did everyone else
The
get like,
retainers pull up their swords and just cut their own necks.
He has the ring symbols that I've got.
Gava, as you come back into your own position, you don't need to give.
I got the worst. Like, I just got assassinated. Not
Oh.
anything cool.
And also, sorry, Bottle, you also didn't need to do anything. You can ignore what I said.
Oh, can I put my stats back, please?
You can go back to normal. I
Oh,
forgot
thank
about
you.
that.
Oh, interesting. Wonder why.
Um,
Was it because there was
Only those with active trauma get
Yeah.
to roll dice.
Only
Okay.
those with connections.
maybe. The one for I've forgotten the giant name now.
AzerrA.
AzerrA.
The red one.
The red one. The orb is okay. I think seeing this happening and like, okay, I think we have to do this. Eric will put his massive paws over the red orb and grab it.
You are transported to the mountain. You see Khirjis just standing with a very sorrowful look, very sad, just looking at the horizon. You can see far away a war coming, like 2 armies clashing, and Khirjis just stares at the armies, stares at mountains, and you see AzerrA comes from behind him and sits next. And Khirjis seems to just talk with AzerrA for a moment, and then they give each other the hand, and they stare up what that is going on, and they just seem to part ways. You are brought back where you are. I need you to wisdom, constitution, and charisma.
So, let's have a look. Alright, let's start with charisma first, because that's semi-low.
Fucking hell.
Fail, because that's doesn't matter, it's a single digit. What's the next? So I've got
Wisdom and constitution.
You're gonna gain
Constitutional
like
wisdom.
9 levels of exhaustion and die now, aren't you?
probably. I will do wisdom next. Okay. Rose has not been great tonight, guys. And then constitution, yeah?
Sorry, Eric,
Yeah.
wisdom and charisma, you can roll
Yeah.
with advantage because you feel something surrounding and protecting you from the snapping of this string that Bottle and Kauliki.
Ooh, good old Merkel. So wisdom and charisma, you said.
Yes.
Okay, so let's do the charisma. Okay. The charisma was natural 20, but I do have 3 levels of exhaustion, which does make that a
Is this the first one you are
18.
rolling? Charisma is your first one?
Yes. Right. Wisdom. What is that? That is 19. Okay, and then Constitution, yeah? Natural fucking 20.
Nice.
26.
You still fail the wisdom one.
Yeah, I assumed.
Roll another wisdom charisma, another wisdom saving throw.
Right.
As that string that Mirko is holding that seems to
Yeah.
snap, and you don't understand the correlation between what you just as you are being flooded by memories from what you saw coming back to your body.
Wisdom 17. Oh, fuck. We're about to die, boys. What is that? 19 minus 3, 16. I'm basically rolling flat.
Give me another one. You all see how Eric starts
Jesus.
convulsing and falls to the ground and starts
no.
eating
Right,
blood.
I think I need to switch dice here. Because I don't. Cause
I cast resistance on Eric, so you can add a d4 on the next saving throw.
Right.
Don't you get indomitable?
What?
No, I switched. I have not gotten up to that stage yet.
Indomitable or whatever. it
Yeah,
is.
no. Yeah.
Exactly like precipitation.
Yeah.
The DC, just so you know, for the
Yeah.
this one, which is the one that you roll second, 20.
Yeah.
Oof,
Okay.
Good luck.
By 1, I missed it. 19.
That makes 3 failed one.
Yeah.
One more.
And you're dead.
You keep
Oh,
doing this until you succeed.
Let me,
I'm gonna pop a bless on him.
Resistance again.
Okay.
Resist! Stop resisting!
Stop resisting the resist.
Remember, you have advantage on the one because of Mir.
Oh, fuck me. Hang on. I thought we were doing it straight. Hang on. Let me re-roll the one before then. Nope. Okay, that's fine. Let's re-roll this one. No. Okay. I'm not great at wisdom, guys. You think I would be, but I'm not.
You got plus 2d4 to it as well from the.
Yeah, no. This one is the 2d4 with advantage now. This is the 2d4 with advantage. What was that? Okay, right.
Thank God.
Okay,
We are
so
back to 12 levels of exhaustion.
Please,
Hello.
no.
hello, exhaustion, Myuu. How are
Yeah.
you? Right, that is natural 20 on the die. We got -3 because of exhaustion, so that's what there. So that is 25.
Oof.
This had been anybody but Eric
Mm.
or Gava, you all would be dead. As Eric takes 125 points of psychic damage.
Ooh,
I
wee.
would not be dead, but Eric would be, probably.
and you gain 3 points of
Oh,
Just that's fine.
Three is fine. 3 is fine. That's okay. That's okay. I'll take this. I'll take the 3. I won't complain.
Jesus.
So, how much HP are you on right now?
2.
Let's say it's higher than a 1, lower than a 3.
Sweet.
On a scale of 1 to 127, about a 2.
Oh,
Profusely
God.
bleeding out the wazoo at the moment.
Yeah, all of
okay,
that
he's
damage
not
was
pushing anymore.
your body trying to reconcile, reconvene, and understand that out of experience vision that you just had as you were kind of like your soul was pulled out of your body and inserted back forcefully as you were thrown to see from a spectator point a moment of past history through magical strong means. Also, Eric,
Tell
you
me.
feel in your body a lot of corruption.
Oh, I see.
There we go.
Not this
There
shit
we
again.
go.
Forward.
It's back.
I'll prepare lesser restoration.
Who wants to pick up Krylus's one? Only going off. You may have a bad time.
I
I
picked
think-
up Krylus's one.
Oh, you picked
Yeah.
up Krylus. Which one have we not picked up?
At least the God of Death one. Yeah.
There's
But
the one of Shingar.
I haven't.
There's
I haven't. Have I already
No.
spoken her name?
nobody has spoken Shingar's name. Nobody has spoken. Sorry, Tiafia's name. Sorry. Yeah, no, I was
No,
right.
Shinga.
Shingar's
Yeah,
name
so,
or Azrael's name. Those are the 2 ones that remain.
I'll do Ash.
I will put.
Only I can do Azrael because he's demonic.
Yeah, I can do Shingar, so I am putting down.
You can
Shingar
say the
and
word. Anybody else can grab the shoe.
Yeah.
I want to try the Jingar jewel because I want to see if you have a connection to the god, if it does anything different.
I will.
Can I do
put
the
down-
Azrael Jewel?
Do it.
I will wait for.
I am saying Shinha and listening what she's saying.
You say Shingar.
Mhm.
So the statue itself, when you put the plaque, the statue itself said, "Follow your dreams, follow your matron." And when you say the name, the statue itself grabs its hands, move to its neck, to its back, rip out the wings, the 4 wings, and from those 4 fairy wings come 6 fairy wings of slightly different shape, more angular. Then the hand goes to the neck and just breaks its neck and puts its hands and starts making a hole on the statue and ripping apart. As you see, a second face, a second head comes out of the neck. This one with face that Quotal saw, the face of with that ebony black hair just flowing, and the hand grabs the face mask, just places it on the other head. Now for Tiafia, as you see the expression on Shingar's face becomes as it was one of like peace, tranquility, and a little bit of pompous face turns into a writhing just agony as the face of Tiafia grins with an excitement, and an orange jewel falls onto the floor.
Shotgun.
Bottle, you touch the
Have you cast resistance on not resistant, just bless?
If it's in the same minute, then I'll bless myself.
You're welcome.
Sure. Yeah, all of this is going in like a couple of seconds.
Okay.
Bottle, you touch the green sphere. Same thing. You feel your body being left behind as you are transported at a light speed onto a field or where you see thousands of dragonutes, half-blooded dragonutes similar to Thuras, a couple of pure-blooded ones just fighting against an army of orcs and dwarves, being led by a very big orc wielding a hammer. You see in the distance, atop a mountain, a giant just sitting on top of it, staring over the field, and you notice that dragonutes themselves have elves chained, as the elves are being drained of their life essence to power this mechanical engine. As you, uh, your vision starts to follow a full-blooded dragonute, very similar in appearance to that of Khirjis, but more of a red color, as it starts running towards a castle that is floating up in the sky, as just follow this dragonute climbing visible staircase opening. The castle just seems like coming out of a fairy tale, covered in magic vines, green glowing everywhere, just uh, flowers just blossoming onto like little motes of light everywhere, water just coming out of like the most divine ever fountain, gold and silver just making it part of a very like regal form. Everything seems to be of the most exquisite divine fairy like decor. As you follow this dragonute who opens a door very carefully, very slowly as to not make sound, contrast to the rush and the uh, speed that it had up to this door. It opens the door and you see bed just like covered in curtain, a very ethereal looking, very translucent. The bed itself is floating up in the sky, surrounded by clouds, and the dragonite just kneels and lowers its head, starts saying something as the clouds start to turn darker, and from inside the bed, fairy wings start spreading and opening, contrast to the light. A woman with a face mask very similar to the one you are wearing just comes out flying, floating with her fairy wing, wearing a very ethereal, very translucent dress, not so dissimilar to the one that Kaulik is wearing, but of a more higher caliber, something that is almost like drawn, nothing that could be real. And this uh, figure who recognizes Shigar just staring out of the window, looking at the field of war that's going underneath her castle, and she just uh, turns around, pats the Dragonborn's head, and gives him conjures a sword out of a cloud. Just pulls out a very long-looking sword and gives it on the Dragonute's hands, and goes back to sleep. But as she's climbing back into into her bed, the Dragonute stabs her from the back, cutting the wings. And as Shingar falls to the ground wingless, you see the scales that form this Dragonute's body start to just fall one by one, almost as if clay was crumbling. As you see a green and the skin of an Albion woman, yeah, uh, her Albion shape just starts eating the wings as she walks towards Shingar, just scratching the sword on the floor. The sword starts flying, and you see multiple arcane scriptures appearing behind Tiafia. More of them start appearing as she keeps eating Shingar's wing. Shingar starts crying and pleading for mercy, but that doesn't come as you spell after spell after spell, just barraging against her body. All the while, you see Shingar has twisted grin and tears coming out of her eyes. And as she finishes destroying Shingar's body, she grabs the face mask and turns to look to the side where you are, and you see her eyes start glowing orange as she grabs as wings start sprouting out of her back, and she just stares at you, and for the first time in these visions, you hear a voice, and she speaks towards you and said, "I'll come look for you." "Oh, excited to see you again." And then you are just pulled back, shunned in your body. No need to make any saving throw.
Yeah. Right. Seems
Damn.
like if you have an affiliation, something interesting happens.
Fisher will wait for Gaba to say the name in demonic.
I do. I think I already said it. Well, my understanding I already said
Sorry.
it. I think it's just the ball was on the floor.
Yeah, you said the name. The statue crumbled to reveal this humanoid with like a cover over the eyes and just making like a praying motion with hands.
Quickly, just because I went for notes, who was the demon that came out of Krylus?
Out of Prius.
Gluttony
no.
one.
My keyboard died. I need to plug it in.
No. I'm assuming the gluttony one.
I've got two left that I don't. I know one of them, but I'm guessing that's going to be dead.
You guys haven't rolled any history or any checks to try to know what the demons. So the one that came out of Therium was named. Krylus, you said.
Yeah, Krylus.
Its name Kobil. Kobhyl. Kobil.
Say again. K-O.
Kobhyl. Sorry, there's an apostrophe between the B and the H.
Okay. So I know
Yeah.
what. I think I know what will be coming out of the Death God then. It has to be. Oh! Can I make a guess? Go on, you actually do yours first, Sean, and I'll take a guess.
Fisher will pick up Azrael's ball.
Okay. You pick the ball that came out of Azrael's body. Same thing happens. You are very quickly pulled out, almost like an extra body experience, an out of body experience, but you don't fly anywhere. Instead, you just go down, and you are in what seems to be like a cavern, just walking, and you hear footsteps. See these figures just in a praying motion, walking steadily. A long black veil covering all of its body, just dragging along the floor. It seems like you are walking. All like little torches start being turned on. Different colors forming a kaleidoscope as you keep approaching. You look back and the tunnel just seems never ending, stretching for miles and miles and miles. The tunnel itself is decorated in the biggest number of runes that you have ever seen. It just is covered in different etchings of arcane scripture, powerful words, magic coursing everywhere. It resembles Gaba's circuits, but made into the stone itself. As this figure keeps walking for what seems like an eternity, it approaches a set of staircases that just go up into and start. The figure starts walking up the stairs, and each step that it takes, the previous steps of the stair just seem to detach and be further down, almost as if the staircase was stretching and elongating, making a couple of meters between each step as they keep walking. after a while, this cloak figure reaches the top of the altar, where you see a molten lava magma core with a tree coming out of it, water circulating over it, almost making like a vortex, and just stones floating everywhere, almost like when Avatar Aang enters into the Avatar state, but with like the core of the planet, like you saw when you first descended down the miasma. But it is not covered by miasma. It is surrounded by Earth itself, almost as if being contained. And you see, it seems to be like like a heartbeat. And every couple of seconds, you notice that the runes etched into the hallway stretch to all of the earth that surround this. Just like circuitry of magic going over all of the land, all of the cavern, and just standing there in the middle, in the back facing towards you, this winged figure with like demonic wings, and you you see the place where the most spirits I've ever seen, just coming out of the core almost constantly, like all of the spirits just going and being absorbed into those circuits that forms cavern. The figure itself is stretching its hands, and seems to be weaving, not from what is coming out of that magma core, but seems to be weaving from somewhere else, corrupted spirits, and containing them. Seems to be absorbing them, as if trying to cleanse something. It seems to be completely distracted. The figure that is cloaked as it keeps walking, not making a single noise, and until it is right next to the other demonic figure. And they just seem to stare at each other, and you see this demonic figure as closes its eyes, and the head falls to the ground as the body itself, the wings start to glow black corrupted energy, and as the wings start exploding thousands of pieces, and you see little fragments of air stones just being sent flying everywhere as this figure unveils itself like the binding on its eyes, and with its hands crossed starts doing the same, collecting this corrupted energy and just circulating it somehow, somewhere. You are sent back to your body. I need you to make a wisdom, charisma, and constitution.
Alright. In ascending order of DC, it was, right? I could pick
15,
the order.
20, 25.
Okay. I'll begin with Constitution. That's enough. 24. Second one, Charisma. That's 20, exactly. And finishing with Wisdom. That's a 31.
You take 3 points of exhaustion, but no damage.
Great.
Your wisdom by 1.
Over 20?
Over 20.
Ooh.
As you fear something,
Ew.
you don't
Give
feel.
him another ball.
Bishar,
Give me another one.
you don't feel something snapping. You just feel normal. And as if something makes sense. Do you insert the ball in the table?
Yes, I do.
And with that, I
Oh,
believe
but-
that is 6 balls in the table.
Yeah, 6 out of 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would have put mine on the
We
table
have-
already.
We have AzerrA, Servil, Obil, Yafia, Lakan, and Garroth.
Who?
No, don't say it. Don't say it again. Don't say it again. So listen.
Don't worry, it's not like this is recorded or anything.
Can I take a guess the god of death's name?
What do we say? God of that.
Sure.
I don't think it's the god, but if it's the god, then I'm confused. Killian? Nothing.
No.
But
Killian.
as Fisher inserts 6-4 into the table itself descends and just sits flat on the floor. No more table. As you see underneath the statue of last one, the statue starts rising, opening way for staircase.
But what's your name?
We will
I-
never know.
Want it to remain nameless.
You know what? I am looking at my shoulder to Ambrose. Can you hear me?
I can always hear you.
What is the name of the god of death?
Oh dear. I want to know. And you see Tony goes, should we tell her? Yes, she's the crown child. But I worry about her.
I'm actively ignoring the Oni. Please, my goddess. If not for it will not be for worship, just for knowledge. Knowledge is power, knowledge is safety.
Oh. I wish I could tell you. I'm
Then
just a
do.
fragment of your imagination.
Who are you talking to, Kaliki?
Don't tell him. You see the Oni goes, don't tell him they're here. He don't understand. Never understand. She's lying. We are not part of your imagination. Trying to keep you
Then
away.
tell me his name.
Oh,
Yes.
what are you willing to offer in order for you to gain the knowledge? Don't offer him anything. He wants to take you away from the light. I am the light, you decrepit old dragon.
I am talking to Ambrosia and Ambrose and Zerbil that I actually see on the shoulders talking to me. This is fine, and I am sure this will go away soon.
What are you doing?
Well, they can't
Trusting my friends.
you can't hurt us, so that's fine. Just remember that. No matter what, with these bands, you can't hurt us. We'll always be there for you.
Ignore what the scion of the last one is telling you.
Has there been any change in Kaliki's spirit since she went mad a couple of minutes ago?
Olika took damage.
I didn't.
Oh no, you passed all of them. No,
Can I just? What did you just say then? What did? I didn't. I
The
can't
scion
remember.
of the last one. Ignore this. What the scion of the last one's saying.
That's interesting.
That was via bracelet, right?
Can be.
Well,
Oh,
and now Zerbil is offering me the knowledge of the name of the god of death if I give him something of mine.
No,
Which I will not do, don't worry.
we should refuse any further deals at this point, unless there is some sort of guaranteed that there is no further price extracted from these deals. As you see, Eric is probably like bleeding heavily from the nose or whatever. For administrative purposes, DM, I have used my second win. I have also used my last cleansing ability. If it matters, I rolled a 10 on the d10 for cleansing 10 points of corruption.
Okay, that's fine. Kauliki, as Eric said that, Servil would say to you, "Oh, this one is smart. Look at that. He's right. You shouldn't try to make contract without." And Ambrose goes, "Well, but following the light sometimes what is correct needs to be done." "Oh, shush, you dragon. That's why you die."
Can I try and reach out to AzerrA quickly? Just anything. Just try and get a connection.
Nothing.
If I touch my shoulder, do I feel the dragon claw?
You feel the claw latching onto your clothes, your hand tops, where the claw would be, where you would at. Everybody just sees Kauliki's hand floating in the air, just stopping where there's nothing.
I'll take Eric's paw. Can I touch you? Is it okay?
Sure.
And I'll place his hand on my shoulder where Ambrose.
Touch her shoulder.
Okay.
Are you quite alright?
It was just an experiment. What do you feel?
Insight?
Yeah, sure.
You can roll deception or persuasion. Don't tell us which one you are choosing.
17.
Motherfucker.
19 on passive.
See, I would have beat that if it not for my old friend.
Oh crap!
Exhaustion.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, 14.
Oh yeah, no,
15.
wait, crap. Exhaustion.
Yeah.
17 minus 3, it's
14.
14.
So
Passive
it's
17.
15 on passive then with the -4.
How does a 14 meets it?
Beats it. You also all feel her true emotions, the bracelet.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably some of that.
I'm slightly panicked, but more annoyed.
Do you want to tell us what is going on?
As I said, I have, and I point to your hand. On this shoulder, where I thought you would be able to feel her, is Ambrose.
And you see
I
Servil
feel
on
her.
that shoulder now. And Servil just goes, "Oh, are you getting confused, my dear?"
Right now it's Zabel. They switched places. I don't think I know what happened and why I am hearing my goddess and her murderer talking to me all the time. Shut up.
Shut up! Just shut up! Shut up!
But I do, and I do not know how long it will last. I hope it will pass soon. It's all. Sorry, still air here.
Holy cuffs of blood. Mid-sentence.
As all of the happenings that happened to me before they all passed. So I'm sure it will pass as well. And I cannot wait to get this
Can I
off my shoulders.
Can I-
Literally.
can I just touch you? And
Sure.
I'm gonna touch you. Like, do you want them there? I can try and get rid of them. It's
No, I
not
don't
weird.
mind Ambrose. I mind.
I think it's I don't know demons that well. I know I spent a couple of years with one. Well, my couple of years. For you, like a couple of days. But I don't think Ambrose is there. Truly. I think you're somewhat being teased by a demon.
Oh, most certainly.
Can I try and cast protection from evil and good on?
Oh. You do that, and first of all, how does it look like? First time you are using that spell.
Yeah. So when I touch your when I touch your shoulder, you see from the bracelet, you probably have like this weird red, same color as I believe Ephraim would be, starts sprinkling around the bracelet and then coming from like through the veins in my hands, and then almost like it looks like my veins and your veins connection wherever I touch, and then just like dissipates up into your body, like almost like a weird, I would say like venom type thing, power.
Kauliki, Dervil goes, is this something? I thought that Ion something. Oh, shush! She's trying her best. You need to be happy that people try to help. It's the light. Yes, praise me.
Did that work?
I mean, Ambrose is very happy that you tried.
Just kind of take my hand off slowly and just like kind of like put it into my pocket. A little bit embarrassed that it didn't work.
Thank you. Thank you for caring enough for that to try that. That's wonderful. Thank you.
Fisha will open a mind link with Kalike and try to sense any other influence within her mind, other than herself.
You don't feel any other influence.
Could we use the key to go to the library and go to and find out different names in there? I know it's probably a waste, but it's just something we can quickly do. Quickly in and out, 20-minute adventure.
Right, heard that one before. I will close the link, by the way. I don't. We could. First of all, the key has been recharged after all this time. I don't think there is anything actually influencing Kalike. I think whatever it is, it comes from within yourself.
Sure. I'm just going cuckoo.
No, this is your mind in the nicest way possible is fighting against you fracturing, attempting to regain what memories you had in your past life. The fact that there is something that DM can correct me, but there is something we call post-stress traumatic disorder, PTSD. Some of our warriors who have gone through great trauma will suffer this, and they are usually unable to return to the front line or patrols because they are triggered by either certain words, certain sounds, and I think this is what is currently affecting you on very deep subconscious level, which it's to be expected given what you have experienced.
Have I mentioned that I don't see colors? Let's go downstairs.
No, I think we need to. I want to know the name of this god.
Okay.
I think it's important. I don't know if it's just
Ever,
me.
haven't you?
I could try
nosed
connecting
around?
with it again. I mean, it wasn't really successful the last time, but at least I know what to expect now.
Can Ephraim make a history or religion?
Yeah. No, I got a -6, so I ain't doing shit.
I can
With
do
this
it.
one,
What's this? Can I do a history check? Like
none of you.
tails?
Kava?
Can I try again?
No.
No.
It's not normal to do that, but
Kava knows, but I cannot tell you for safety.
Safety?
safety?
Interesting.
Just in case I blew it out.
But seems like you guys plan on going into Glorium Archive. So why don't we take a break? Let's go to the washroom. We'll be back for the second half. In the meantime, keep on weaving this mystery.
It's
So,
already is like.
Let's go for part number 2 because it's already late, like Ricochet said. So, you guys pull out the key for the archive and open up the door.
Did we decide that already?
I believe that's what you said you were going to do.
I mean,
Yeah, let's
we
go.
can.
Let's go for the lore.
All right.
Yeah.
How can we
Yeah, sure.
not? We can't have. It's that little bit of nugget, and it could be important. He's the kid is the god of death.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I was like just checking, making a vibe check if everybody's
We
okay
have,
with it.
well, banishment has been tried and hasn't worked, so it'll be interesting to see if the key works.
Oh.
I think it did work previously, but we were in one of the rooms with the shadow or the mist or something, and it started to leak into the archive. So I immediately slammed the door shut again
Yeah.
to make sure it didn't get contaminated or something.
So, you open up the gate. The gate opens no problem, but as soon as you open the gate, you see a small child holding a magnifying glass. He goes, "Hi, welcome to the archive. I will be your guide."
You just say a small child holding a magnifying
Yeah.
glass.
No, he said child holding a magnifying glass, which means Clippy is no longer here.
Wait,
No, not
Where's Magni?
Clippy. Oh no.
who
So
are-
sad he is gone.
What's the name?
Okay. Hi, colleague. How are you doing? Like, I thought that we were friends, but forgot about me so fast. I'm hurt. I'm not going to lie. I'm hurt.
I'm so sorry. You just looked different than expected. Are you Magni?
No. But I mean, Magni's here, and you see the kid lifts up like the magnifying glass, and the clips are just kind of like in an X shape.
Oh.
Okay. So, please excuse my asking. Who are you then? Because I really do not know who you are.
I'm fine.
You don't look like someone that I know.
I enjoy it.
I'm fine. That doesn't hurt me, Talu. That doesn't hurt me. Okay. Do not hurt me.
Hello, AzerrA.
Oh, so okay. Ooh.
I'm so sorry. I didn't
Yeah.
realize who you were.
You were shocking. Yeah, you were shocking. Okay, it's fine.
How come you're in here?
Oh, I was invited here when you opened the door, and I don't know. There's a lot of books to read. It's fun to pass the time here. I was getting bored, kind of hungry, wondering when you guys were going to come back.
Wonderful.
Just mattering. A demon with unlimited knowledge and hasn't been kicked out. Is that quite dangerous? Are you a little bit worried about that? A little bit, you know?
You're the fucking champion, mate. You gotta make that call.
Yeah. And it seems like killed Magni, you know.
Oh, okay. I'll walk in.
Your demon, your problem.
Oh, hi,
Hey.
hey.
Oh, hey.
we're trying to find information on a death god.
Oh,
So we had. Oh,
like that's go ahead, I guess.
can I show us the way? Do
Oh,
you know anything about the death god?
right. Give me a moment, and you see that he runs behind a column, and now that you look at the columns, you see that the plants themselves look slightly more um, plasticky, but only to the very trained eye. They look like really fancy plastic flowers and vines and everything. It's and like the foxes and turtles and chinchillas that were just kind of guiding you are just they each have like their own little house made out of wood and just seem to be like wearing clothes and coats and are just kind of like slightly fatter and just chilling there rather than going next to you. And you see AzerrA comes out of the column wearing kind of like a detective cloak, kind of like Detective Conan, and like the hat,
Oh,
and
Jesus.
uses the magnifying glass to look at you, and like puts the magnifying glass in front of its eye that is like this giant red like reptile eye. Uh, yeah, I think I can guide you. Sure. So, where are we going?
Are we sure we want to enter this place? It looks different.
I'm more than happy to. If
It's
you
not.
if you don't want to stay, I'm more than happy just to walk through this and then find out.
No, what I'm saying is this might not be the archive. This might be a trap created by the tower or one of the demons.
Uh,
Are we sure this is the actual archive with actual information?
well, I mean, I cannot convince you, but I would never lie to you, Fish Fish.
Fish. Nice.
Excuse me?
Oh, you don't like that? We can try Reti or Hare Hare or Char. I have a couple more. I have like a couple of books
Inside
for.
check. I thought that was double ones done. Well, one's a natural one, the other one's an unnatural one for an insight bonus of 4. So no.
You failed.
Yeah, exactly.
I have like a couple of books. I had some time here, so I was just writing little nicknames to solidify our friendship. Let me go. You don't like the ones in the first couple of pages, so how about Bith, like Ishar and Hareth has inverts like Bith, you know?
Where did the B come from?
From Ishar. And the TH, so BITH. You don't like it, okay. I have some more.
And Visha's a bit dumbfounded. Doesn't really happen that often.
We're a bit dumbfounded. To be fair, Eric would probably wait outside the door because he thinks this is probably a huge waste of time, but we'll begin attempting a short rest while the rest of you lot are doing that.
Sure.
Alright, Kaba, you know AzerrA the best of us. If you trust it to be AzerrA, whatever, insert name here. Go ahead. I don't.
I'm more than happy to do this on my own. If you lot want to rest, and I'll come out with some information.
I'll accompany you.
Yes, I have biscuits and tea.
Okay, that's fine. Quattle, do you want
to? You are very low.
I think I'll stay with on the outside.
No, on the outside.
Before we head in further, I will turn back to Eric and say, if you need any healing, I'll be happy to heal you. Are you alright?
I am not going to lie, that orb was not a fun time. But I would say let's save your magics for in case something goes wrong inside there.
Oh,
Alright. Up to you.
I will attempt to rest and regain
can-
my breath.
sorry. Hi. I can I can check you if you want. It's okay if you don't really want me.
How about Rosie?
Oh. I mean, if he likes it.
Oh no, it's for you.
Oh, yeah. I think you are actually the first one that has given me a nickname. I don't really know how to act to this. I think I like it.
Just be good to my friends inside. I'm gonna stay outside.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna ask AzerrA. AzerrA, are you able to see corruption? I gesture to myself. There is I'm not sure how to really phrase this, but usually there is a color I have in my spirit. I'm not sure how you are able to view it yourself, but I believe corruption changes my spirit.
Oh, aberrant energy.
Gesundheit.
Yeah. My brothers and I, we actually were created to harvest that, so no be a problem.
Now, when you say harvest, does that mean I am going to be hurt in some way?
No, not at all. It's just kind of like and you see that they look at Gava. Have they gone through it already? Am I safe to talk?
Gone through it?
You know them.
Did they go through? Have we been through that?
Don't know.
I know.
AzerrA, please, if you have information that is pertinent to our survival, then as friends you should be sharing, correct?
And you see.
Come on, Razzie.
And you
I
see
was
that
gonna say,
it grabs kind of like
is
it grabs like its size and starts pulling on its skin. I want to tell you, but
sharing, not caring, AzerrA.
I'll put my hands on their face. Come on, Razzie, you can tell us everything.
I know.
You're fine.
But if I tell you, your head will explode.
Okay.
Yeah, look
First
at.
of all,
Yeah.
for example,
like
do
big,
you
like
know
push.
where we are?
Yes.
Okay, you said when your brothers and you were created, right?
I did say that. Yeah. And
who created you, for example? I was created by some magic dude.
That's classified, I think. Without knowing if you have going like the click. I, uh, I, I, you guys, I don't want you to die.
By the way, the bracelet.
Mhm.
Now I can't remember, is because the bracelet was obviously given by Gabba, but it's also innately connected with AzerrA, right?
Mhm.
Are we feeling the emotions of this child?
Do you want to feel the motion of AzerrA?
I don't.
Because there is a presence there, but it seems to be behind a door, and the door seems to be Gaba.
I look at Gabba. Gabba is this. I will whisper so that AzerrA doesn't get
Oh,
but
I hear
but
everything.
but hurt about this.
You don't think the big mouthpiece would hear all of it? But kind of.
You can feel AzerrA through your bracelet, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is this reflecting? Is this child reflecting what isn't what you're feeling through the bracelet now? Implying, is this the fake? Is this a fake one that we need to be careful of?
A GM, do I feel? Okay, I think that's yeah. So
Okay.
it feels real. I feel anxious. I feel like I'm about to be sick and nervous, and also weirdly joyous.
I don't.
Gabba, what process is AzerrA talking about? Was it this snap or some such she's
That's
referring
classified.
to?
That's classified.
He's
I want to tell you, but I can't. What do I do? What do I do?
Classified by who?
So I think I'm going quite nervous now, but I think I know. But it's at the back of my mind, like a real big secret that only 14 people know about in this universe, anyway.
Interesting.
Do you know it, or do you
Everybody,
know of the secret?
everybody, make a wisdom saving throw,
Well, fuck's sake.
Do I have
except
to make a
Gaba.
wisdom save?
Except
you.
Gaba. And Bottle.
Oh,
I think I made
No.
it.
The save
No.
I made is 22, but
No, sorry.
out of character. Oh, sorry.
Bottle
Go
needs
ahead.
to make the saving throw, but with advantage.
No.
Okay.
Jesus, that is on the floor. That is on
I
the floor.
always have
cannot
advantage
count
on
it.
wisdom saves. It's fine.
I fail. Just kill me.
Kill me now. Out of character, does Gaba know more than she is saying in relation to this question?
That was a natural 20 on the floor.
Yes.
Damn it.
what? Gabba the character or Gabba the
Both.
player?
I'm referring to the Gaius.
Yes.
Gaius was already used.
No, it wasn't.
Nope.
Not
Oh.
today.
They took a long rest on
Today.
the last.
Not today, Satan.
Okay, bollocks. So we haven't asked me yet. If you want to ask me, do I know anything? I mean, no more.
Well, the question was, what is the process or something she's referring to?
Well, the issue is I don't know. I don't know which process the GM.
Yeah,
is
no,
on.
that's fine. So I was asking out of character, does Gaba know more about this than she was?
I know a lot of things. And the issue is I don't know what things were being talked about yet.
No, all right, that's fine.
I don't
So the
release too many
Gaius wouldn't
secrets.
trigger that case.
Yeah.
20.
22.
22.
Okay.
No, more. I've got a +1. 21.
What did I have to roll?
Oh crap! Exhaustion. 18.
Oh yeah, crap, exhaustion. 21 minus 3.
Jason is
18.
used to doing this.
Jason goes down from the damage.
Okay. Those that got a
Single
15,
digits.
15 or higher are fine. Eric It wasn't a big infringement. It's going to be only a D4.
Could be enough.
That's a 1.
You are?
One what?
1 point
Level
of
of
damage.
exhausted. Oh.
Oh, okay. I was expecting 1 point of exhaustion. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No,
I
this
did
is psychic
my
damage.
okay, that's fine. I did my heals, so you know.
Before we talk about potentially what this could or could not mean from AzerrA, can you just tell us? So he was in a room full of different, looks like gods, or this, and this we call them on this world the gods. So there's Ambrose, Krylus, Khirjis, Jingar was there, Azrael, Telrion for some reason, which I don't believe is a god. And there was another guy. Do you know what his name would be at all? Do you know who that would be?
Let me go over my timeline for a moment.
Let me go into my mind palace. While he goes into the mind palace, I'm cursed with knowledge that you can all not know. I'm helping you all out, guys. I'm giving you all the big low dumps.
Okay. Yeah, just so you know, I am here, yes, but I still have to kind of follow the restrictions set by the archive while we are inside. So, if that is your question, I could just point you to the correct book. Not a problem. But you know, all I can do is maybe extend my control over this place and grant you a little bit more time. Maybe enough for like 2 questions each.
Okay, well, I know my questions. Can you point me to the guy a book that would tell me about the guy, his name?
Now, the item, while AzerrA is in control of the item, you have 2 options. You can either allow AzerrA to extend control over the item and just control it completely, or keep the percentage of control to what it is right now, where they just took over Magni's position. If you keep it as it is right now, you don't need to roll on a history check with disadvantage if you don't know the information. If you allow AzerrA to extend the control, you can ask 2 questions.
But is there a downside?
Yeah, what's the but in here?
The downside is AzerrA now controls another domain that we have no control over.
I mean, do you guys like Magni that much? Do you trust Magni that much? As we found out, like in the floor, 2 floors above, they're all just weird contraptions.
Magni a weird contraption? Did we get confirmation of that?
Yeah,
I mean, best case scenario would be that there would be no guardian of this library, and we would not be kicked out after an hour every time we try to use it.
That requires the expulsion of AzerrA.
I mean, I think AzerrA is a really nice person.
Your bias.
Yeah.
Not a person.
One question. I got protection of good and evil cast on me.
Yes.
Is AzerrA reacting to it in any kind of way?
Let me double read the spell.
I can read you the spell if you want. It says, until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is connected to a certain type of creature, aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, and undead. The protection grants several benefits. Creatures that of those types roll disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target is also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, the target has advantage on any new saving throws against the relevant effects. I just put a weird thing around it, just saying that, so it gives you like a weird, like, ooh, you can't touch me, baby.
Nothing by the wording of the spell is picking up. So, no.
Okay. I was healthy for exactly 3 fucking days. We love
mean,
working with children.
That must feel nice for Eric. Eric has never felt healthy since he started fucking adventuring with you lot.
I'm more than happy like to just leave it as it is, or we can give AzerrA. Depends what you want. Like question wise, I just want to know who this guy is, and then we can go back to our days. I do
We
have
could
other
just-
questions, like about my own culture, but that's just personal errands and stuff.
Who is going in?
I am not.
I'm happy with you going in and finding out who that dude is.
I
Before-
think me and Gaba were going in.
Yeah.
While you guys talk about my life, Eri, is it okay if I kind of like just tap you in here in the nose?
I hold out my hand and I say you may tap my hand.
Oh, okay, sure. You also have soft paws. That's fine. It's progress, I guess. And you see AzerrA puts like their hand onto your paws and starts pulling on like a strand of hair, and the strand just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going, and just pulls like a strand that is maybe like half a meter long, and you feel really good as they are doing that. Bishar, you see corruption, like those black and red spirits just coming out in that strand as they are being pulled out, and AzerrA just seems to kind of like open their hand, and they go all of the spirits into AzerrA's body.
Curious.
Is that what you wanted? The aberrant energy? Is that it?
Yes, that is actually fantastic. We
Yay!
struggled
And
with
they start
dealing
chanting.
with that.
Yay! Glad to help.
You've done very well. I pat him on the head.
Talu, he loves me.
Rosie, quick question. Do you see these?
Can you be a little more specific?
I think you would know what I mean if you saw them. Thank you.
And they just stare at Gaba and Eric, and did I mess up?
No,
No, she just thinks
No.
she's seeing Zero on her shoulder.
Oh, no, my brother is not.
Good to know.
Just going crazy. That's all.
Yeah.
So, should we just? I think for now, AzerrA, we won't decide yet if you want to take over the library. Probably on short notice. Probably need a little chat around the campfire just to understand a bit more. But just for now, I think we just want to try and understand who this guy is. Just if you want to point us to the right book, you can join us, and then we, maybe not to break the curse. Just give us a little nod or a shake if we're on the right directions.
Yeah, sure. But can you carry me on your shoulder?
Yeah, sure. Jump on. I kind of like lean over.
Yeah, and you see like they jump high up and land on top of Gaba's shoulders. Eric, Bishar, and Quattle would see that the jump was kind of like more of a lift up by a tentacle from the floor that disappeared really quickly. And they start kind of looking with the magnifying glass with the corpse of Magni. Let's go over there. And they start walking, and you turn around and
That's
you see that.
such a weird Dora the Explorer.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
fucked up.
And you see that all of the animals with their coats, they have like little hats made to shape for them. They just start kind of following you, kind of like little ducklings. As you start descending the staircases, you notice that the bluish crystals have been replaced with some more of like a red amber light, more calming to the eyes. And you end up arriving to a floor where AzerrA just goes and grabs a book from the top shelf, standing on top of your shoulders, and they pass you the book, and it says, "On the Church of the Seven Hills."
Is it written in a language we can read, or will I need Vishal to?
It would be in
Translate.
primordial.
I can speak Primordial. Okay, so
I do as well.
oh, there we go.
Also, I still have comprehend languages active as well, so it didn't really matter.
Unless you're gonna do like that weird thing where people try to read the same book.
Yeah.
And one reads faster than someone else. It's like
What's your intelligence score? Is it higher or lower than
it's
mine?
really low.
Also, Vishal is like continuously finished with the page and then has to wait for Gabo to catch up to the next
Yeah,
page.
Yeah, you know when you finger read, I'm like that.
Gabo prefers picture books.
Is there an audio version of this book by any chance?
Picture book slaps.
I want
Okay.
Oh no, I want a pop-up book. I want a pop-up book.
Ooh.
And with pictures, but yeah, then we'll just we'll crack on and read that and just understand.
As you grab the book, who is going to open it?
Who is going to get cursed?
Fireball.
You open the book. You don't need to give me a history check, but you know what I told you.
Mhm.
Anybody else trying to look at the book?
I am outside.
It's only me and Visharan.
Vishal,
I am
give
outside.
me
Guiding F.
Yeah.
Eric's, yeah.
give me a history check. No disadvantage
Ooh, thank you.
because of us.
Where is Ephraim in this very present moment in time? Is he-
Ephraim is probably cooking with Eric on the shore rest.
Even with the exhaustion, that would be a total of the fuck is history? 19. I rolled a crit.
Oh.
With exhaustion, that's nice.
I have a +1 and I rolled a 2 on the guidance die, so that's 19 total.
You start reading the book. The letters on the book seem to rearrange themselves as you are reading, kind of turning and adapting to your knowledge to your previous knowledge of this. As you keep reading, you start to feel kind of nauseous. They need you to give wisdom saving throw.
God.
Both of us or just?
Just be sure.
Okay.
26 minus 4, so 22.
Be sure. You hear something. You feel kind of. You don't hear it. You feel as if a glass, like a big panel of glass, breaks and just falls, and it feels almost as if in the back of your head a collar, a necklace have been just lifted, and your mind starts interpreting letters again, and you start reading. I'm going to ask David, Jason, and Hala to remove your headphones for a moment.
Okay.
Ah,
From this
in a
moment
circle
forward,
time.
if you are one of my players, don't go back until I make a hand signal, okay? If you are watching the recording. Ishar, you start reading the book. As you read, it tells the story of a human kingdom, human realm, from where humans came. It's not the world that you know. It's not place that exists in the world. It's not anything that anybody has ever spoken. Everybody speaks as if humans just were created by the seven gods as a means to bring peace and unify the races, just being taken by Khirjis from land to land. But this book tells a completely different story. It speaks of like a whole planet, only humans, no other race, and how they they started going to different realms, different dimensions, different planes, and they started to meet these other races, the dwarves, the gnomes, like a whole history of the human race and how they interacted with the other races, how they came into contact with a world that wasn't theirs, and how they just made commerce with the other races, trying to keep away from this war. It speaks of a moment where the war of these other races just was so high, so many deaths, the dragons attacking the giants, the Albians fighting over souls with demons, and it just keeps going and going and going over so many things that you don't know. And at the point, it goes back to the story of the humans and their planet, their realm, about how one night the stars that were surrounding it started appearing, going dark, and how the constellations started to just fall from the sky and not be seen following nights. It speaks of how this event kept happening until all of the stars surrounding the planet of the humans were gone, as it was a starless sky. How a creature, a being, a cosmic being, came from far away and started devouring everything. How the planet fractured and all of the earth started floating up in the sky, being eaten by something that could not be seen. It speaks of how humans ran through doors and escaped, homeless, left alone, just refugees in planets of other races, far away, far away, impossible by travel except by these mystical gates. It's it speaks of how a human named Aurelius rose and started making pacts with the other races and ended the war, made a truce with other races to create a new place, something that could stop that from happening ever again. And it speaks of a human, uh, Aurelius, that came to be a leader for all mankind. It doesn't say anything about God of Death. It doesn't say anything about uh, the cloak, the mask, or the sight. And as you are reading this, Gaba realizes that you are reading and that you are understanding and knowing what it is, and that your head is not exploding.
Tap you on the back. Well, welcome to the club.
You have muted your mic, Rick.
Sorry, I was typing very frantically, so I muted myself. What is this? What does this mean?
This means the world that you and I brought up into and thought we knew. Oh, there's so much more to it.
Hmm.
And I'll be honest, this book is probably just the beginning.
So Aurelius. That's probably the figure in the room, right? The quote-unquote god of death, secretly being a human.
Yeah, and between me and you, I don't think he was truly the god of death.
Hmm.
I think there's a bit of if you listen to, and I'll give you a reason why. Tamrion was being portrayed as some sort of devout, I can't think of the word, but always want a battle luster, let's say, always looking to destroy things and be a conqueror, when actually he just wanted freedom for certain races. I know that. And you also fought him, you listened to what he said, it was always about being kind and being reverent and being well spoken. He wasn't a conqueror, he wasn't a warmonger. There's a lot more that I don't know at all. I only know little bits when I was taken in by AzerrA, but I know there's a lot more that I need to know. But I can't tell the others because they need to find out on their own. Because I'll be honest with you, that could have probably killed you.
What? Yes, that was my next question. Why is that a thing? Why does this information, the reveal of the truth, hurt or even kill people? And I look to both Gaba and AzerrA as I say this.
I kind of look at AzerrA and go, should I tell him or should you?
I guess this makes him part of the best friend club. Yay!
Do we get a sticker?
I can make stickers if you.
Best not. Might not. Don't want to make the others jealous. All right.
You can tell him.
So, do you know the god Jinga? Well, she was quite a jealous god, and because she could weave, and she was the god of sleep, she could weave dreams, she could weave narratives into people, and that's exactly what she did. She weaved the narrative that Talrion was a bad man, that he was a warmonger, that Azriel was, because it was kind of her opposite, kind of a exact opposite, to be exact. It was always bad stories, and because she was jealous of Aurelius, she made him out to be the god of death. She weaved narratives and lies to everyone on this planet.
Yeah, and if she put like a containment in everybody, so if any of the other gods wanted to tell a mortal the truth, they would just die immediately. They tried that at the beginning, but to no avail. So Daddy ended up having to play into the narrative. So they had to quote unquote become gods and gain power through worship, so that they could oppose Vingar. But in the end, the only thing that could oppose a god was another god. So ta-da! That's us.
Mm.
And also, this demon is kind of like, not very nice. We actually go by demons, with an A in the middle, kind of like a
Right.
Yes. vaccine.
Sure. I'll try to remember.
Don't tell the others. They could, you know.
Yes. All right. Fair enough.
There's a lot that you know that the curse is broken. you'll start to hear and know more, and more things will start making sense, and you'll understand that Joralf is just another little step in this world. But his mission, his overall mission, is actually quite just. But the way he's about to do it cannot stand.
Right.
And also your head won't hurt when talk, which is
Pretty strong head. I'll probably need some time to process all of this. I will have questions in the future.
That's fine. Just
I-
mind tap me and
Yes, exactly.
we'll talk away.
friendship team. Yeah. Let's bring your guys in.
Yes. Out of character, just before. Could you make a channel for this? If I have some DM questions about this that Callum might already know.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, we have Jason back. David, are you back? Hala, you are back.
Back.
You.
As Bishara and Gava come back from the lower staircase and go out of the archive before we finish tonight's episode, to the other three players, what were you doing during this hour? During conversation, do you do anything?
This is actually interesting because these are the three Beast Walkers together.
Four Beast Walkers together. Ephraim is also Beast Walker.
How much further do you think we have?
What was this floor? The fifth or the sixth?
I think that's the fourth. I think we're on 4. If my calculations aren't wrong, and if the last floor counted as a floor.
I think.
4.
Now the question is, do they consider the ground floor a separate floor? Or are they one of those stupid ones that think first floor is considered the ground floor?
Let me check my notes.
I have a question. You were talking in some kind of speech before, and Eric, you and Ephraim seemed to understand that. And is that something I could learn? I just know Celestial and Primordial and this, whatever this is.
It's common. It's what we call the common tongue. Shared language between.
Yeah, but I had a feeling because I think some of the researchers were talking to you in this language as well. It seemed something primarily Beast Walker-y.
Yes, we call it the beast speech. It is a language which we have developed amongst ourselves. My only inkling is that we had developed this to speak in such a way that that our former slave masters could not understand us. It's probably a way to hide away any possible notions of rebellion.
If you're willing to teach me that language, I can teach all of you Celestial. That's something I feel quite proficient in.
I say in Celestial, I had learnt it myself, but when I switched back to Common, I've not spoken Primordial before. Maybe that is something you could teach.
Yes, of course.
I'm willing to learn. I imagine if my notes correct, the primordials are as old as giants, which would be maybe helpful for me to learn. And I'm sure when we get to Nasanzia, a lot of people will be speaking in beast speech to you. And I think it would be rather helpful that you learn it.
Quaddle, have you ever been to Nasanzia, or have you just stuck to capital?
Well, in all my time in the Empire, I've never been.
So that will be a new visit for the two of us both. Ephraim, have you been?
Oh, yes, well, I was there once. I was very young. I lived most of my there, lived most of my life in the yes, in the capital.
Corto, you may have told me the tale of how you came to
Yes.
how you came to live within the Empire, but your parents, your grandparents, were they originally from Nasanzia, or were you always did your entire heritage live in the Empire?
Well, our entire heritage came from one Drifterland. And I was, along with my brothers and sisters, was some of the first to come into the Empire.
You have brothers and sisters?
Yes, 2 brothers and 3 sisters.
Are you the oldest, middlemost, or youngest one?
I was the oldest, and now I'm definitely the oldest. After that magic made me a bit older, so...
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
How old are you? If
Well,
that's a good question to ask, I'm sorry.
well, before that incident, I was 40. And now, well, technically, I'm in my 70s, I would say.
Is that a lot for your kind of beast walker?
For my kind, I have about 30 left. If I was a normal beast walker, I'd be dead.
No.
Let's see.
What is the normal age range for us?
50.
Because if it is like 100, I'm personally due.
Yes, but you had your time suspended. You did not age, technically. You were... imagine you were put into sleep, but instead of your time specifically passing, you stayed the same whilst the world changed around you.
So technically, like, Tinga or Tafia did to elves?
Maybe. I'm not so religious to know these things. I'll be honest with you.
Because they were, so far as I know, they were suspended in a sleep-like state. Or sleep, because she took that as a... Oh, no, it's too much right now, but... Yeah,
Well, if it was suspended animation or just a regular snooze, you should hopefully have a good amount of time left.
I would suspect so.
So, age range 100?
I suspect you would maybe outlive me.
You could outlive me.
No. If anyone... No one is going to die.
It is
Oh,
not
let's
about
take that.
no, it's not about dying. It's age. I'm pretty sure because and I sort of go on to describe the come on, where is it? Fucking where's my notes? Where's my
Brood.
yeah, the brood mother.
Mama.
Yeah, exactly. I go on to say that, you know, the matriarch is, I believe, quite old. Do I know she's past 100? DM? Yes. If you are anything like her, I imagine you will see at least many generations come and go. It's not a choice, unfortunately.
Sounds kind of boring if you say that we would not be together.
You could very well see my future generation and you can help them.
A cute little Eric goat.
Eric kind of sighs. Yes, if that comforts you.
Aww.
Yeah, I have about 10 years left till I have to head back and start teaching the next generation before I pass on.
Yes, I only saw my grandparents briefly for a few years before they passed. An interesting fact that you will probably want to know. My particular type of beast walkers, the feline, or at least the lion beast walkers, the males always take the female's family name. So Starcarver is actually my mother's name. My father had to give up his, which probably means we are the last of the Starcarvers.
Oh.
Because my mother did not have a daughter. She only had us boys.
Ephraim probably would say, you could just marry somebody outside of the Nersandia. Have you ever been attracted to a different species, a different race?
That is also a possibility.
Like,
It is.
look at me, I'm dog years, but still dwarf.
And I give you like the. That was quite fond of you. I think.
She will.
Oh yes, but she has turas.
Yeah,
Yes.
and to be
Fish is
quite
quite pretty.
honest,
They don't say anything.
to be honest, Gab, if in no circumstance do I find Gabba romantically attractive.
That hurts so much.
Even if I did find her attractive, I think she would reduce my lifespan from the pure stress she would
Shut up, you're
induce.
not here.
Yes, lots of baggage.
Yes, not one I'm prepared to deal with.
Visha is quite pretty as well.
Yes, but quite up himself. I'm surprised he can see beyond his nose sometimes. But no, back to the question of have I ever considered someone outside my own race? No. The thought has never occurred.
Oh, there can only be so many lion girls. How about the pantera girl or I don't know, other species of felines?
Perhaps.
Why are you asking?
Oh, just conversation. It takes a while to prepare this bacon without proper stove.
It smells amazing. Okay.
Yeah. No, this, to be honest, is one of the best things. Bacon.
Where did you get it from?
Oh,
A pig.
you don't want to know.
It's bacon.
And with that, we are going to finish tonight's episode as Bishar and Gava come back out of the archive.
I think Visha has high enough passive perception for me to like edit Eric.
Fisher looks lost in thought.
And
I will not say
I look
anything.
very, very, very angelic. I am doing nothing wrong.
As we're about to walk out, I will whisper into Visha's ear, just saying, "Just smile and pretend nothing happened."
I will say nothing. I'll just continue walking.
Everybody give me an insight check against Bishar.
Yeah, come on.
Deception or persuasion, your choice.
Fuck me. No. Well, actually, it might matter here, but we'll see.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
25.
What did I say?
24.
9. My
As
rolls
Bishar-
have been garbage.
Ishara and Gava come out of the outside of the frame of the door, and AzerrA is just waving. Bye. I'll see you guys whenever you come back. If not, my main node is outside the tower, so we'll see each other. I'll get.
How many floors down?
I don't know. I just live inside the archive right now, I guess. The pets keep me company, and I promise I will make stickers and patches for everybody to put together. Or maybe I could make another friendship bracelet. Oh, the door is closing. No, I'll see you. See you. And as soon as Bishara and Gaba come out of the frame of the door, you all start feeling the bracelet again. As you were outside of the archive and they were inside, you could not sense them.
Interesting.
And now
Yeah.
that inside
You feel
check
Kaulik is
stands.
highly
Well, everybody who got a 5 or higher,
Hey, even Eric.
thanks to the exhaustion and my shit roll and my not
Oh,
so
yeah,
great
exhaustion.
bonus on both skills.
then
Sorry?
21.
Oh yeah, well, still. How would Vishal feel? A bit. Unsure is not the right word, but a bit uncertain. Very lost in thought. Not really paying attention to anything around him. And very unusually unperceptive to his surroundings.
Uh-oh.
And with that, on weaving.